Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Hello everyone and welcome to the 2019 Expedition League All-Star Game. I'm Jared Sleppy, the host of the Service Valley SaberDogs, and tonight it will be the Clark Division All-Stars versus the Lewis Division All-Stars. I'd like to thank you to everyone listening here on 1390 KRZ or anywhere else where this game can be found. We're here at Corbett Field in Minot, North Dakota, as we have some of the best talent in the league all stacking up against each other and together for one great ball game. As the starters are being announced, we'll get the starters to you right as soon as I get my lineup card back. Got one of the guys that just took it from me, so we'll wait for that and just kind of give you an update on the standings around the league. So first place in the Clark Division in the second half is the Western Nebraska Pioneers, a record of 12-5. A record of 33-12 overall. As for second place, it is the Fremont Moo at 8-6, a record of 23-22, 10 games back. Casper is in third at 8-8, 3.5 games back there, 1 game out of the second wildcard spot. 3-game winning streak for the Horseheads. As for fourth place, it is the Hastings Sodbusters at 7-7. They're also 3.5 games back, and 1 game back of second place. They're 19-25 overall, and 13.5 games back of the Western Nebraska Pioneers overall. And last is the Spearfish Sasquatch, who've had a little bit of a rough second half. They are 5-11, 6.5 games back, and 4 games back of the second place spot. A record of 23-22, 10 games back of Western Nebraska. As for the Lewis Division, in first and second half is the Service Valley SaberDogs at 14-3. Overall, the SaberDogs are 30-17. They're 1 game back of the Badlands Big Sticks. As for second place, it's the Pierre Trappers at 10-6, 3.5 games out of first. Overall, they are 24-22, 6.5 games out behind the Big Sticks. In third place is the Big Sticks at 9-8. They are 32-17 overall. Hub City is 7-11, 7.5 games out of first and second half, and as for overall, they are also fourth, record of 20-26. And in fifth is the UC Whiskey Jacks, record of 2-17, 13 games back. And as for overall, they're 8-40, 23.5 games out of first place. So we'll have the lineups coming up in just a little bit, as we have first pitch coming up in a few moments, about 15 minutes or so. We're listening to the All-Star Game right here on 1390 KRRZ. Trinity Health is a nonprofit healthcare system serving northwest and central North Dakota and eastern Montana. With a care hospital in Minot, more than 40 specialties, several rural health clinics, and a long-term facility, Trinity provides a full complement of healthcare services to the region. Since 1922, they have been committed to looking ahead and improving in ways that provide the best, most compassionate care for their patients, families, and communities. Trinity Health, where their mission is, being committed to preserving and improving the quality of health to the people they serve. Know what's below. Call before you dig. Whether you call 811 or use ITIC to file your locate requests, North Dakota One Call makes sure you're able to navigate the One Call process as easy as possible. Whether you're a professional contractor working on a project or a novice homeowner just installing a fence, contact us every time you dig to ensure no underground lines are damaged. It's easy, and it's the law. Dig safe. Planet Pizza has become Minot's premier party location. Whether it's a birthday, team, family, school, or church get-together, they have everything to make your event out of this world. From arcade games to bouncy houses, they provide fun for all ages. Planet Pizza has been Minot's best pizza place for over 20 years. Don't let the fun fool you. Their pizza is fresh and delicious every time. To book a party or to order, call 701-852-1700. The Sleep in Minot is the #1 favorite place to stay when visiting. The Wi-Fi is always free and the breakfast is always hot and delicious. It's also the most convenient hotel for the kids when they want to hang out at the Dakota Splashdown Water Park. For the grown-ups, the hotel is attached to the Dakota Square Mall so you can shop till you drop. Then in the evening, be sure and stop in at the best-kept secret lounge for a drink. The Sleep in Minot is a proud sponsor of the Souris Valley SaberDogs, the largest sleep in North America, where everyone dreams better. Lewis Division All-Stars and Clark Division All-Stars coming up in just a little bit. We'll have the starting lineups and the reserves being listed here in just a few moments. As first we have the national anthem as well as a B-52 flyover. Very much looking forward to that. Will be coming up in just a couple of minutes. First pitch set for 7:05 p.m. Should be a lot of fun, as this is just going to be a fun day with a lot of wholehearted competition between two divisions who are going at it. The SaberDogs have a total of 8 representatives. Get to those and more in just a little bit, as the Clark Division also coming out with 10 Western Nebraska Pioneers, which is the most for the Clark Division. We're going to take another break. We'll have the national anthem and more coming up in just a bit. El Azteca is authentic Mexican fast food on the go. Their ingredients are always fresh, so you can be sure you'll get the best tacos, burritos, tamales, and more. El Azteca is located at 2035 North Broadway in Minot. Stop in or order online to save time. If you want exclusive coupons and special offers to save more on your next visit, text El Azteca as one word to 21777. El Azteca, the most authentic Mexican food in Minot.
iHeartRadio. We are Northwest North Dakota's
by Miss North Dakota USA Samantha Redding and Miss North Dakota Team USA Caitlin Williams.
Over the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets crackling, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Caitlin Vogel and Samantha Redding on the national anthem, the Miss North Dakota USA and Miss North Dakota Teen USA. And here comes the B-52 flyover. Bound to hear it. Is going to be very loud as it's flying 1,000 feet above the ground. It'll come in from center field, and you can hear it coming from a long ways away. And there it goes. That is fantastic stuff. Couldn't really see it because of the grandstand, but hopefully someone got a video. I'm sure many people have their phones out and checking their social media and putting it there, so I'll have to check it out later for myself. All right, let's get to first the Clark division, starting with the reserves. From Western Nebraska, Jason Roberson. From Casper, Jake Brown. From Spearfish, Joe York. From Casper, Robert Anthony Cruz. From Fremont, Luke White. From Casper, Nick Roach. From Hastings, Trey Kissick. From Hastings, Matt Hess. From Western Nebraska, Andre Stoyanow. From Western Nebraska, Josh Robbins. Also from Western Nebraska, Landon Odom. From Fremont, James Skirdo. From Spearfish, Dylan High. From Spearfish, Logan Winsley. And from Spearfish, Doc Holliday. And now for the starters for the Clark division. Leading off and playing shortstop is Zach Peterson. Batting second and playing shortstop is Josue Ronhell. Batting third and playing center field is Cole Gamble. Batting fourth and playing right field, Z Westley. Batting fifth and playing first, Colin Ludwig. Batting seventh and playing left field, Grant Schmidt. Batting seventh and DHing is Jackson Collins. Batting eighth and playing second is Cole Kaler, and batting ninth and catching is Brad Polinsky with Ty Bothwell on the mound. Now for the Lewis Division All-Stars. Starting with the reserves. From Hub City, Landon Cody. Also from Hub City, Jeremiah Maxfield. From Badlands, Mason Schwellenbach. From Wheat City, Hunter Omlid. Also from Wheat City, Lucas Allen. And also from Wheat City, Cody Kale. From Badlands, Dallas Bryan. Also from Badlands, Malik Barrington. From Pierre, Ken Scott. From Pierre, Dom Parkhurst. And also from Pierre, Jackson Beck. From Souris Valley, Marcelo Terrazas. And also from Souris Valley, Philip Childs. Now for the starters. From Souris Valley, playing shortstop and leading off, Mason Dennison. Batting second from Souris Valley in right field, Cruz Taylor. Batting third from Badlands, playing third base, Bryson Ford. Batting cleanup, and also from Badlands, playing first base, Connor Van Cleve. Batting fifth and DHing from Souris Valley, Chauncey Callier. Batting sixth and playing left field from Badlands, Kaimana Souza Paului. Batting seventh and playing second from Hub City, Jake Anderson. Also from Hub City, batting eighth and playing catcher, Rob Meidel. Batting eighth, or actually rather batting ninth, and playing center field from Badlands, Nathan Sanders. with Souris Valley SaberDogs right-handed pitcher Bradley Spooner on the mound. So it's sure to be a fun night for everyone involved. I know this is going to be a lot of fun for me. First time ever calling a game like this here at Corbett Field in Minot, North Dakota. About ready for the first pitch between the Clark Division All-Stars and the Lewis Division All-Stars. This is Jared Sleppy, the voice of SaberDogs, coming to you live. 7:03 p.m. is what we got as of right now. And once again, leading off for Clark Division from Western Nebraska, shortstop Zach Peterson. The shortstop from Western Nebraska, taking a look at his stats on the season. He has a batting average of .331 on the year. 48 hits out of 145 at-bats. This one's hit towards right field. Backing up is the right fielder, and that's going to be a solo home run to start the game off for the Clark Division. Oh my goodness. Zach Peterson has went deep 5 times this year, and of course this one not counting, but still an impressive bomb from Zach Peterson off of Bradley Spooner, who has only given up 1 run this entire season. So that'll bring up Josue Ronhell from Spearfish, the third baseman. First pitch from Spooner misses outside for ball 1. Batting .327 on the year is Ronhell, 53 hits with 40 runs. 9 doubles with 21 RBI, and that grounded foul, even up the count 1-1. So 1 swing, 1 home run for the Clark Division. And Zach Peterson from Western Nebraska puts the Clark on the board. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball in there, strike 2. Ronhell from St. Petersburg College. Fielder for Spearfish having a fantastic year. 1-2. Wind up from Spooner. That moves up high. Evens the count 2-2. So unfortunately, the SaberDogs and the Spearfish do not play against each other this year. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him. So batting third is Cole Gamble, the center fielder for Western Nebraska. Well, he's not the center fielder. He plays all over the place. He's been in right and center. Take a look at his stats on the season. Batting .294 in his 38 games he has played. First pitch. This is outside for ball 1. Gamble goes to Salt Lake Community College, hometown of Alpine, Utah. Bats lefty, throws righty as the 1-0 misses to make it 2-0. One out here in the top of the first between the Clark and Lewis divisions. Wind up in the pitch. That one is in there for a strike. Bradley Spooner, an ERA of .023. Record of 4-0. He's pitched in 10 games, started 4. As that's a swing and miss. For strike 2 to even the count. Went 39 innings, has 45 strikeouts, just 6 walks and 18 hits allowed, with a whip of .062. So he has the lowest ERA and whip in the league. 2-2 pitch now. Is that one in there? Strike 3. 2 strikeouts for Bradley Spooner. Spooner had a no-hitter a few weeks ago right here at Corbett Field, the first and only no-hitter in the Expedition League history. It was in a 15-0 win against the Ute City Whiskey Jacks. That will bring up the Home Run Derby champion, Z Wesley. Last night was certainly a lot of fun. Z Wesley had himself an interesting game, or excuse me, an interesting day yesterday as the first pitch in there, strike 1. So in the final round, he beat Rob Meidel 1-0. It was cut down to 60 seconds, the final round was, and Meidel wasn't able to get any, and all he had to do was get 1 bomb. It's a swing and miss on the breaking ball for strike 2. And Wesley turned and whacked one to left field on his third pitch that he got. And prior to that, he was able to beat Colin Ludwig in the first round in a sudden death playoff that went 4 rounds. And all that took was just 1 home run as well. In the second round, he beat the SaberDogs' own Bo McClintock as the 0-2 pitch misses upstairs for ball 1. and then beat Ken Scott of the Pure Trappers in the semis with 10 home runs in just 90 seconds. Allen misses inside for ball 2. So that was a lot of fun last night. Really enjoyed. I was the judge, and well, needless to say, there are a lot of people in the league that hate me now, at least the players. As there are some people saying there was a certain amount of home runs over here, a certain amount of home runs over there, and I had to be the breaker of bad news to one of the leagues, as that one misses outside for ball 3. Basically, I just had to put my foot down and say what I say goes, because I was the judge last night, so certainly an interesting night last night, as that one is in and hits Z Wesley. As Z is his first name for those who are unfamiliar, not just a nickname. And that will bring up Colin Ludwig, batting 5th and playing first base here this evening for the Western Nebraska Pioneers, who are first place in the Clark Division, both in the second half and overall. They don't need to win the second half, but they are doing it anyway, just continuing to roll. First pitch from Spooner. Wesley goes. The leader in the league in stolen bases has one here in this Expedition Exhibition matchup. Wesley has 29 stolen bases on the year. Actually, my mistake. He's second in the league in stolen bases. He has 26. And his teammate, Josue Ronhell, has 29. He leads the league. The pitch. Misses for a ball. 2 outs here. Clark Division leads 1-0 with a solo home run from Zach Peterson. Spooner working from the stretch. Now Spooner steps off as Mason Dennison tries to cover second base. That one is in there for strike 2. Actually, that is strike 1, my mistake. Scoreboard a little off there. Ludwig, an infielder from Embry-Riddle University. And now steps off, throw over to third, and that one is not going to be in time, as the third baseman Bryson Ford from the Big Sticks couldn't get over there in time to buy the tag. As Wesley gets his second stolen base, and the Clark Division bench chanting Z, Z, Z over and over again. That's what they were doing last night after a well-deserved home run derby win. So now runner on third with 2 outs. Pitch to Ludwig, fouled back out of play. Now we'll even the count, 2-2. So our producer, Scott Kopaz, normally does PA. He's not on PA, but he is now on music duty. He's just been all over the place this year. Also, our producer for the live stream, as that one misses outside for ball 3. So we have one wide shot here for the Expedition League.tv coverage. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Now when it's hit to the shortstop, Mason Dennison. Over to first will be in time, and that will end the inning. So the Clark Division leads 1-0. We'll go ahead and keep it right here, as the Lewis Division All-Stars are set to go. And once again, the hitting order for Lewis Division is Mason Dennison, Cruz Taylor, Bryson Ford, Connor Van Cleve, Chauncey Callier, Kaimana Souza Palui, Jake Anderson, Rob Meidel, and Nathan Sanders. So when the second half resumes, this will be the schedule for the 18th of July. It'll be Fremont at Hastings, and then Spearfish at Hub City, Surfs Valley at Western Nebraska, and then Casper Wheat City. And then on the 19th, a series between here and Badlands starts. So on the mound for the Clark Division All-Stars is Ty Bothwell. Saying he has had a good first half is a huge understatement, as he is second in the league in ERA at 1.27. He has a record of 6-1. He has allowed 6 earned runs. He had 3 going into his start against the Sabre Dogs on Friday, and gave up 3 just in the bottom of the 6th inning. He has a record of, again, 6-1. He has started 8 games, 42 2/3 innings with 65 strikeouts, 22 walks, and 23 hits allowed for a whip of 105. So some fantastic baseball going to continue here in the bottom of the first inning. Usually these All-Star games are low-scoring affairs, but the first swing of the game, actually the first pitch of the game, was a home run from the Western Nebraska shortstop, Zach Peterson. Second time Bothwell on the mound. His 65 strikeouts are second in the league, only to Nick Roach of the Casper Horseheads. See if they use him any. So Mason Dennison comes to plate. Batting .325 on the year, 50 hits with 34 runs, 13 doubles and 4 home runs with 20 RBI and 19 stolen bases. Dennison is having a fantastic second half with the SaberDogs. Take a look at his stats. In his first 17 games, he has a batting average of .413 as the first pitch, and then a strike one on the inside corner. He has a total of 31 hits and 75 ABs in the second half with 20 runs, as well as 12 RBI and 7 stolen bases. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Bothwell. That one is up and away. Bothwell goes to Indiana University, hometown of Hebron, Indiana. Hoosier standing at 5'10", 180, as that one misses outside for ball 2. Head coaches for the Clark and Lewis division teams that were fouled out of play. For the Clark division, it is Jimmy Turk from the Western Nebraska Pioneers, who won the league last year. As for the Big Sticks, it is Hayden Pruitt, runners-up of last year, coaching the Badlands Big Sticks. This is up and away for ball 3. Jimmy Turk coached 2 seasons in the Northwoods League for the Waterloo Bucks, as that one's hit high in the air towards right field. And that will be caught by Wesley for out number 1.
Source Brewing Company is the most locally sourced and fresh ingredients available for great quality beers and food, with perfect for catering your next event.
So that brings up Cruz Taylor, the right fielder for the Service Valley SaberDogs. Taylor batting .294 from the University of North Georgia as the first pitch misses inside. 48 hits out of 163 ABs with 37 runs, 11 doubles, 31 RBI, and 11 stolen bases with 7 home runs. Top 10 in a lot of categories as that pitch is in there. Even count 1 and 1. One out here in the bottom of the first. Nobody on for Cruz Taylor. Batting number 2 for the Lewis Division All-Stars. That one's hit well towards right field on a line, but right to Z. Wesley once again for out number 2. And that will bring up Bryson Ford. Infielder for the Badlands Big Sticks. Goes to Tusculum, hometown of Knoxville, Tennessee. Bryson Ford has been phenomenal this year for Badlands. A batting average of .390. And that's an ephus from Ty Bothwell. Have a little bit of fun out here as that one misses just a little bit outside for ball 1. 67 hits for Bryson Ford. As that one misses up and away for ball 2. He also has 57 runs, 11 doubles, 8 dingers, 39 RBI with 14 stolen bases. Badlands in first overall in the Lewis Division. That one misses outside. So the Big Sticks are going to be hosting whoever comes out of the second half in the Lewis Division, whether that be Service Valley, Pierre, or Hub Cities. That one misses. The 4-pitch walk from Bothwell to give the Lewis Division their first base runner of the year. Dickinson is a fantastic host for the first round of the playoffs. Should be a great turnout there. A really nice ballpark in Dickinson, North Dakota. Should be a lot of fun to see who comes out of the second half in the Lewis Division. As of right now, it is the SaberDogs who have a 3.5 game up on the Pierre Trappers, as now the Callier is Connor Van Cleve of the Badlands Big Sticks. First pitch to the outfielder from the University of Kansas was outside, standing at 6'7". Dude is a giant. He also weighs about 240 pounds. From Holcomb, Kansas. His numbers are staggering. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Now this is low for ball 2. He has 63 RBI in 63 hits in 39 games. So the dude, pretty much every single time he puts it in play, gets an RBI. The dude's ridiculous. He also leads the league in home runs with 10. He has a batting average of 387. And a swing and a miss for strike 1. So Bothwell from the stretch. Down at Bryson Ford over at first, and he goes. The pitch fouled back by his teammate. And we'll do that again. 2 outs, a 2-2 count to Connor Van Cleve. Definitely got himself a bid for Player of the Year. Now Bothwell steps off. One of the many reasons why the Big Sticks are in first place overall in the Lewis Division at a record of 32-17. 2-2 pitch. And lefty from Western Nebraska. That one's pop fly out of here. And that will stay 2-2. That's what good hitters do. They get a pitch they don't like with 2 strikes. They just keep fouling them off. So no wonder he found himself a scholarship playing for a Big 12 team. 2-2 pitch. And that one flared into left field. That's just foul. And we will once again do the 2-2 pitch over. So the Big Six will take on the Pier Trappers. They've already played a few times in a row. They have even more games coming up. So they have 7 total matches against each other. Sabre Dogs and Pioneers also have 8 matchups against each other. 4 down, 3 to go. Sabre Dogs won 3-1 in the first series here at Corbett Field. 2-2 pitch. That one a little flare. 2-2 pitcher Bothwell, who will make the catch for out number 3. So the Lewis Division strands the runner on first, and that will send us to the top of the second. We'll be right back after these messages with the 2019 Expedition League All-Star Game, presented by Farmers Union Insurance.
Inside of your mouth ache? Not brushing as often as you should? Then come on over to Kemet Dental. Kemet Dental prides on their team of highly educated dental professionals and advanced technology. Whether it's advanced dental procedures such as implants, same-day crowns, and sleep apnea, there's no problem they can't fix. Visit their state-of-the-art facility or visit kemetdental.com to learn more. Kemet Dental. We treat more than teeth, we treat people. Don't let bad weather surprise you. Stay informed with KMOT. KMOT is Minot's local NBC affiliate that keeps you in the know for all things weather-related. KMOT also makes sure that you know everything important happening in the Minot community. Want to see the latest Twins highlights? Check out KMOT's professional sports coverage, as well as their local and collegiate sports. KMOT, your news leader.
Baseball is America's game. It brings people together, and there's nothing better for community than people coming together. Thank you, Sabre Dogs, for providing entertainment, a family-friendly environment, and good sportsmanship to our town. These simple moments, sharing time with loved ones, create everlasting memories, and will always be in the cheering section, rooting for the home team. First Western Bank and Trust, we're not just here for you, we are you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Forward Communication provides you an opportunity to get your message heard on radio stations all across the region. They have several syndicated radio reports you can partner on, including Ag Issues, which gives an agronomy perspective to regional agriculture, Outdoor Issues, which discusses North Dakota hunting and fishing, and Training Camp Today, which gives listeners an inside look at Minnesota Vikings training camp. Call Forward Communication at 720-00. So now pitching for the Big Six is Malik Barrington. First pitch from him, fouled back for strike 1. So Spooner goes 1 inning, gives up 1 hit and 1 run, a solo home run to leadoff man Zach Peterson. Here is the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss from Grant Schmidt. Participant in the Home Run Derby yesterday was eliminated in the second round. Had 14 home runs in the first round. Had a long wait to the second round, was really unfortunate, and was eliminated by Rob Meidel. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, got him. Taking a look at Barrington's stats on the year, record of 4-2 with the Big Sticks. ERA of 3.50. He has pitched in 9 games and started 8 with 43 2/3 innings, 62 strikeouts, one of the best in the league with 35 walks, and 32 hits with a whip of 153. So that brings up Jackson Collins from Casper, designated hitter. Collins goes to Biola University. The first pitch is in there, strike 1. Top of the second here at Corbin Field. Wind is pretty calm. It has been for most of the day, as we might have some rain come through here possibly later tonight. Swing and a miss. Hopefully it'll stay away for the game. Strike 2 for Barrington. Take a look at Collins' stats. It's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Collins batting .310 on the year. 31 for 119 runs, as well as 23 RBI, and that will bring up the number 8 hitter, Cole Kaler, for the Western Nebraska Pioneers. Playing second baseman here.
All-Stars, second baseman from the Western Nebraska Pioneers, Cole Kaler.
Kaler going to the University of Hawaii, hometown of Queen Creek, Arizona. Bat switch and throws right. First pitch. Misses outside for ball 1. Malik Barrington from the Big Sticks goes to Albany State, hometown of Jacksonville, Florida. 6'3", 225-pound right-hander. That's a nice pitch. Now breaks in there to even the count 1-1. So everyone here will get an off day tomorrow, and play will pick up on the 18th. It's a little bit of a travel day tomorrow, if you will. And that one's in there for strike 2. Barrington is going to go from the windup. Base is empty. 2 outs here in the top of the second. Wind up and the pitch. In the dirt, evens up the count at 2-2. Park Division tried to extend their lead. And a solo shot at the top of the first from Zach Peterson. 5 home runs on the year for Peterson of Western Nebraska. Wind up in the pitch. Fouled back into the screen. Western Nebraska right now leads the league in overall record at 33-12. However, they have lost 3 games in a row to the Service Valley SaberDogs. Honestly, if they lose the rest of their games, they'll be completely fine. They'll still be hosting the first round of the playoffs. Slow grounder fouled down the first base side. SaberDogs have a total of 8 All-Stars. Stephen Caldwell, Chauncey Callier, Philip Childs, Mason Dennison, George Locksterkamp, Bradley Spooner, Bruce Taylor, and Marcelo Terrazas. So here is the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1-2-3 strikeouts for Malik Barrington. And that will send us to the bottom of the second. So coming up, it'll be Chauncey Callier, Kaimana, Souza Palui, and Jake Anderson for the Lewis Division. We'll be right back after these messages.
Z94 is Minot's only station for today's hit music. The Z94 audience is an active one, targeting your 18 to 42-year-olds. The Z94 listener is a need-to-know listener. They do product research. For product and customer satisfaction reviews, our Z94 audience has their smart devices at their fingertips. That's why you need to be with Z94, because we're in front of our listeners and your customers with our in-demand services like streaming, podcasts, social media. And since we brand to our specific audience, we know how to market rock your business. Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
You had a long day? An alcoholic beverage sound good right about now? Souris River Brewing Company has you covered. They use the most locally sourced and freshest ingredients available to create quality beers and food. Souris River Brewing Company sources food and grains from their neighbors to maintain our local economy and to serve you. Be sure to stop by Souris River Brewing Company, a true North Dakota experience.
105.3 The Fox is Minot's only rock station, playing the active rock of today, reaching your male audience 18 to 52, and getting your message to their ears.
I'm listening.
And 105.3 The Fox can be heard on over 2,000 smart devices across the country. And with our iHeartRadio app, from radio to stream, web, and social media, we've got your bases covered. If you're needing to reach a male audience, we are your radio station.
105.3 The Fox.
1-0 lead for the Clark division. Have a new pitcher for the Clark division. Trey Kissick is the pitcher. Excuse me, Kissick, my mistake, from the Hastings Sodbusters. Take a look at his stats on the year. Record of 3-2, a 2.20 ERA in 8 starts, 45 innings with 59 strikeouts, 14 walks, and 38 hits for a 1.16 ERA whip. John Zacalier will come to the plate for the Lewis. Bothwell done after 1 inning, giving up 1 walk. That is it. Here's a grounder to the second baseman, Cole Kaler, throw over the first in time. Out number 1. That'll bring up Kaimana Souza-Palui, left fielder for the Badlands Big Sticks. Also goes to the University of Kansas. Hometown of Mililana, Hawaii. First pitch. That misses for ball 1. Part of the big 3 out in the outfield for the Big Sticks. Him, as well as Sanders and Van Cleve. Is that one fouled down the first base side? Count now 1-1. Souza-Palui batting .329 on the year. 47 hits and 23 RBI with 39 runs, 9 doubles, and 5 deep balls. So here's a 1-1 pitch. That one grounded to the first baseman. Colin Ludwig touches first base, and that is out number 2. So that will bring up Jake Anderson. Best hitter for the Hub City Hotshots. Having himself a nice season. Find themselves in 4th place. And Lewis batting .371. 59 hits with 27 runs, 19 doubles, which is second in the league with 31 RBI. He plays third base for Hub City. Is the first pitch in there from the pitcher Trey Kissick. Anderson from the University of Colorado in Colorado Springs, hometown of Monument, Colorado. Is that one in the dirt? Big City 1-1 count, 2 down here in the bottom of the second. Lewis Division trying to get on the board for the first time today. Here's the pitch. That one is fouled off down the first base side for strike 2.
That phone call is brought to you by First Western Bank and Trust. You'll never strike out when banking with us.
Jackson back. Going to be coming on the mound for Lewis Division the next inning. Is 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball hit up the middle, and we have our first hit of the day for the Lewis Division. Single up the middle from Jake Anderson. And that will bring up his teammate Rob Meidel. He's done quite a bit of damage to the Sabre Dogs this season. So he is an RBI machine. Got 26 of them with 34 hits in 36 games. 18 runs with 6 doubles and 4 home runs. Batting average of .281. First pitch from Kissick. This is low for ball one. So Lewis Division trying to get some offense going here in the bottom of the first. Kissick from the stretch. He sets and delivers. Foul back into the screen. Kissick goes to Nebraska. And is from Grand Island, Nebraska. 5'11" righty from Cornhusker State. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball, fouled back to make it 1-2. Sabre Dogs will be in the Cornhusker State for the next 10 days. 4 games coming up against the Pioneers, 3 against the Sodbusters, and 3 against the Moo. We'll be back here in Corbett Field until July 29th, until they take on Badlands. 1-2 pitch. Now it's into right field. Back-to-back base hits now for the Lewis by back-to-back Hub City Hotshots. And that will bring up the number 9 hitter for the Lewis Division, Nathan Sanders from Badlands, playing center field. From Motlow State Community College, Smyrna, Tennessee is his hometown. Batting .311 for the Big Sticks. 52 hits, 45 runs with a league-leading 10 home runs, tied with his teammate Connor Van Cleve with 41 RBI as well, with 25 stolen bases, which is tied for the 3rd best in the league with Chauncey Callier. On the stretch. First pitch, breaking ball, swing and a miss from Sanders. Mason Dennison on deck. Led off the game for Lewis, and will keep him in. Now this is outside to even the count at 1-1. Still a 1-0 game here from Corbett Field. 2019 Expedition League All-Star Game. Here is the 0-1 pitch. And that one misses low and away to even the count 1-1. Saw a piece of paper in the Lewis Division dugout showing out the plan for the innings for the pitchers, and Jackson back. Scheduled to come up in the next inning from the Pier Trappers. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2, as he not too long ago came jogging back in from the bullpen. Sabre Dogs and Big Sticks have played 5 times. Big Sticks are 4-1 against the Sabre Dogs this season. 2-2 pitch. In the dirt, and that squeezes past the catcher, Jackson Collins, and both runners are going to advance. So Anderson and Meidel both advance, both from the hot shots. Anderson, the lead runner, and the tying runner. So back to work for Kissick. This one is hit at the second baseman, Kaler, thrown to first in time, and that will end the inning. So Lewis Division scares the righty from Nebraska, but he's able to get out of it. We will head to the top of the 3rd coming up in just a little bit. You're listening to the 2019 Expedition League All-Star Game, presented by Farmers Union Insurance.
Trinity Health is a nonprofit healthcare system serving northwest and central North Dakota and eastern Montana. With a care hospital in Minot, more than 40 specialties, several rural health clinics, and a long-term facility, Trinity provides a full complement of healthcare services to the region. Since 1922, they have been committed to looking ahead and improving in ways that provide the best, most compassionate care for their patients, families, and communities. Trinity Health, where their mission is, being committed to preserving and improving the quality of health to the people they serve. Know what's below. Call before you dig. Whether you call 811 or use ITIC to file your locate requests, North Dakota One Call makes sure you're able to navigate the One Call process as easy as possible. Whether you're a professional contractor working on a project or a novice homeowner just installing a fence, contact us every time you dig to ensure no underground lines are damaged. It's easy, and it's the law. Dig safe.
Mix 99.9, Minot's variety station. Mix puts our personality and music focus on adult women, whether it's the moms at home or at work, to those that are business owners, or the women who have declared 50 is the new 30. Let Mix go to work for you, playing a variety of music from the 80s, 90s, and today, and can be heard on over 2,000 smart devices all across the country with our iHeartRadio app. From radio to streaming, web, and social media, we've got you covered. We are Mix 99.9, Minot's variety station.
1-0 lead for the Clark division. Jackson Beck, the new pitcher from the Pure Trappers. Look at his stats. Perfect record of 4-0, a ERA of sub-2, right at 195. He started 7 games with 46 innings under his belt. 41 Ks, just 8 walks with 33 hits, and an 0.89 whip. So leading off for the Clark division is going to be Bradley Polinsky, catcher for Casper Horseheads. Played in 23 games, a batting average of .344. Wind up in the pitch. That one in there, strike 1. Polinsky going to Washington State University, hometown of San Diego, California. Bats left and throws right as that one misses outside. Even count 1-1. So far, pretty good pitching from both teams with one little foible from Bradley Spooner. On top of the first, a solo home run on the first pitch as that one misses in the dirt for ball 2. Zach Peterson took him deep. Shortstop for Western Nebraska. Wind up in the pitch. And fouled off the foot of Collins. That'll make it strike 2. Take a look at fielding order for the Lewis division. From left to right in the infield will be Bryson Ford, Mason Dennison, Jake Anderson, and Connor Van Cleve. In the outfield from left to right, Kamana Souza Palui, Nathan Sanders, and Bruce Taylor with Rob Meidel behind the plate. Now Jackson Beck on the mound. Wind up and the 2-2 pitch. It's it high in the air, in play, in between Connor Van Cleve and Jake Anderson. And the second baseman from the Hot Shots will call him off for out number 1. Anderson normally plays third base, playing second base this evening. So that will bring up Zach Peterson, 1 for 1 with that solo shot, the only run in the game. Josue Rangel on deck. First pitch misses up and away for ball 1. Western Nebraska has 10 All-Stars, with, of course, Zach Peterson being one of them as the 1-0 pitch. Rounded foul. So it's him, it's also Kaler, Roberson, Bothwell, Robbins, Gamble, Ludwig, and Odom, all from Western Nebraska, first place team in the Clark division. 1-1 pitch, a little bit ahead of that, he foul tips it into the glove of Meidel for strike 2.
That was the Lucky Strike, brought to you by Northfield Bowl.
Infield playing deep, Mason Dennison and Jake Anderson both playing in the outfield. Wind up in the 1-2 pitch. Upstairs for ball 2 to even the count. Fantastic crowd here this evening at Corbett Field in Minot, North Dakota. As the 2-2 pitch ahead of that, breaking ball, swing and a miss for strike 3. And Peterson retired for the first time today. Now bring up Josue Rangel. Spearfish struck out his first time up, playing third base this evening for the Clark division. That one is in there for strike 1. Back with an interesting arm motion during his windup. He throws his hands behind his head, comes down, and then puts his hands up again, all in a kind of a very rapid sort of motion. He's almost hit towards center field and caught. Route number 3. So 1-2-3 inning for Beck, and that will send us to the bottom of the third. The Clark division will bring up the top of the order coming up in just a little bit.
Planet Pizza has become Minot's premier party location. Whether it's a birthday, team, family, school, or church get-together, they have everything to make your event out of this world. From arcade games to bouncy houses, they provide fun for all ages. Planet Pizza has been Minot's best pizza place for over 20 years. Don't let the fun fool you. Their pizza is fresh and delicious every time. To book a party or to order, call 701-852-1700. The Sleep in Minot is the #1 favorite place to stay when visiting. The Wi-Fi is always free and the breakfast is always hot and delicious. It's also the most convenient hotel for the kids when they want to hang out at the Dakota Splashdown Water Park. For the grown-ups, the hotel is attached to the Dakota Square Mall so you can shop till you drop. Then in the evening, be sure and stop in at the best-kept secret lounge for a drink. The Sleep in Minot is a proud sponsor of the Souris Valley Saberdogs, the largest sleep in North America, where everyone dreams better.
Top of the order coming up for the Lewis division. Have Mason Dennison, Cruz Taylor, and Bryson Ford. As now pitching for the Clark division is Nick Roach, the only pitcher from Casper, and certainly has earned his spot. Has a league best 6 wins with no losses. ERA of 3.08 with 9 games under his belt, 7 starts, 46 2/3 innings. He also leads the league in strikeouts with 68. Casper's pitching staff as a whole not pitching great, but Roach, whenever he comes up, guaranteed to get a good outing out of it. First pitch to Mason Dennison, who's 0 for 1 on the day. That one misses upstairs to the shortstop from the University of West Florida. Sitting at 6'4". 1-0 pitch now. Now misses low for ball 2. Reminder fans that if you want to listen to the Saberdogs on the road, subscribe to the Souris Valley Saberdogs YouTube page. That one grounded found on the third base side. It's the only place to catch the Saberdogs games live on the road. They will be on the road for 10 straight games coming up. So be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell for the Souris Valley Saberdogs. 2-1 pitch. As that one misses for ball 3. One pitch from Nick Roach, working from the windup. Lefty from Casper. Now grounded to the shortstop, throw to first. Now over the head of his teammate Ludwig, and Dennison's going to have himself an opportunity to score for the Lewis division for the first time today, as he is safe on first. So that will bring up Cruz Taylor. Taylor 0 for 1. Flex right field his first time up. First pitch. And he's going to throw back over to first. Roach, a lefty from Solano Community College. Nick Roach, a Cali boy. First pitch. That one misses upstairs for ball 1. So 3 hits for the Lewis division, but no runs to show for it. As for the Clark, 1 hit, 1 run. Dennison pretty aggressive on the base paths this season. He has 19 on the year. Go back over to first. Roach, a nice pickoff move on the lefty. Bryson Ford on deck from Badlands. Here is the 1-0 pitch to the right fielder from the Souris Valley Saberdogs. Runner goes. Dennison heading for second. Throw down is not in time. So unfortunately that does not count as his 20th stolen base of the year, but this division a chance to tie or take the lead here. try to advance Mason Dennison on over to the third. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Roach. Now it hit well towards center field, backing up. And over the head of Cole Gamble, off the wall, rounding third and heading home is Mason Dennison. And rounding second, heading for third is Cruz Taylor. The throw will be not in time. A stand-up RBI triple from Cruz Taylor. And this game is now tied 1-1. Cruz Taylor this season has 1 triple. So that will bring up Bryson Ford. Still nobody out. A single and a triple to start the inning. RBI opportunity for Bryson Ford. First pitch swing and a miss. Head of that breaking ball. That one just misses up. We'll even count at 1-1 with nobody out. And to thank all the listeners, wherever you are, whatever radio station you listen to, or if you're watching on ExpeditionLeague.tv, appreciate your viewership. 1-1 pitch misses outside for ball 2. Jared Sleppy coming to you live from Minot, North Dakota, at beautiful historic Corbett Field. Here's now the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Two-two count coming up. Just need a fly ball somewhere in the outfield. Cruz Taylor is quick. 11 stolen bases on the year. Tom misses in the dirt to make it 3-2. Connor Van Cleve on deck for the Lewis. Definitely want to get a couple outs before letting him come to the plate. Three-two pitch. A sidearm pitch there from Roach is fouled back into the screen. Some pitchers do that every once in a while to mix things up. A risky play there with a 3-2 count, but we are talking about the All-Star game here. Now switching baseballs there. 1-1 our score between the Clark and Lewis divisions. Lewis tied it with a RBI triple from Cruz Taylor, who's over there at third still. 3-2 pitch. Hit towards left field, hooking, and that will get out of play. He'll keep it 3-2. It wasn't deep enough to where if it was caught in left field that Cruz Taylor could tag. It was just barely in the outfield. It lands near the Four Bears Oasis party deck here at Corbett Field. So we're going to come to a Sabre Dogs game. Would highly recommend that. One of the many great amenities here at Corbett Field. 3-2 pitch now. Now on a hit into the gap in left field. That's an RBI base hit from Bryson Ford. So 3 consecutive base hits for the Lewis. So that brings up Connor Van Cleve again, 63 RBI on 63 hits. By far in first place in RBI. Second place at 45 being Zane Phelps from Pierre. First pitch to the lefty from the University of Kansas. Now misses for ball 1 from the town of Holcomb, Kansas. Being familiar with the state of Kansas, it is a very small town. First pitch. Now grounded foul. Actually, it's a second pitch, 1-1 count. So a 2-1 lead now for the Lewis division. Roach from the stretch. Grounded to the first baseman Taylor, but foul. Assuming that was Ludwig. Got 3 Pioneers in the infield. We take a look at the fielding order. At third base is Josue Rangel, and then working from left to right, Zach Peterson, Cole Kaler, and Colin Ludwig in left to right in the outfield. You have Grant Schmidt, Cole Gamble, and Z Westwing. Jackson Collins on the mound, and on the mound is Nick Roach, as that one misses low and away for ball 2. So teammate to teammate here for the Horseheads. Coming up for the Lewis division on the mound should be Dallas Bryan, unless they avert from their original plan. Runner goes, sidearm pitch, foul tip into the glove of Collins for strike 3. That's out number 1, and that will bring up Chauncey Callier 0 for 1 with a ground out to second his first time up. Callier DHing here this evening. Normally plays first or third base for the Service Valley SaberDogs. Senior from Mississippi College. Hometown of Mobile, Alabama. First pitch, foul tip into the screen for strike 1. 2-1 lead in favor of the Lewis division over the Clark division. Barring any substitutions, coming up for the Clark will be Cole Gamble, Z. Wesley, and Colin Ludwig. So a Western Nebraska sandwich in the 3-4-5 holes. And that one just misses on the outside corner to even count at 1-1. Chauncey Callier, taking a look at his stats, was able to, the first time he came up, batting average of .372 with 64 hits, 41 runs, 22 doubles, which leads the league. Also has 7 home runs and 35 RBI with 25 stolen bases. Ford has himself a nice lead. Is that one a swing and a miss for strike 2? Roach from the stretch, the lefty from Solano Community College. Now it is grounded to the diving Ronhell, and he's unable to make the play and come up with it. So that will be an infield base hit. That will move Bryson Ford over to third. Good diving attempt from the third baseman from the Spearfish Sasquatch. That will bring up Kaimana Souza Palui once again, 0 for 1 with a ground out to Colin Ludwig his first time up. Hometown of Mililani, Hawaii. University of Kansas. Runner goes to second. Chauncey Callier is going to have himself a steal as it pops out of the glove of Jackson Collins. Runners on second and third now with 1 out. Wind up in the pitch. That was ripped foul down the first base side. So they're going to call Mason Dennison. His hits is actually going to be an error. And they're also going to say that Chauncey Callier reached via an error. Not quite sure why that is. That one misses outside. Or actually, he's in there for a strike. Seemed to me like that was a diving play from Ronhell that it would have been close, but it was a tough play to make. So if it were up to me, I'd be calling that a base hit. But regardless, it is considered an error. Is that one a swing and a miss? Strike 3 for out number 2. That will bring up Jake Anderson, 1 for 1 of the day with a single. Had the first base hit of the day. Was able to get that against Trey Kissick. Second inning. Playing second base for the Lewis division. First pitch, a breaking ball, swing and a miss. Chase Anderson from the Hub City Hotshots having a phenomenal season, batting .371 from the University of Colorado in Colorado Springs, hometown of Monument, Colorado. Standing at 5'11", 190. Tatted up on his right arm. The 1 pitch. And that one misses in the dirt to even the count 1-1. A little bit of stash going on from Anderson. SaberDogs have a couple players with some stashes. Jason Mapston in attendance here today, as well as Chauncey Callier has almost popped up, fly out of here. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will end the inning as Roach shakes his head. After a little bit of a rough inning, he allows 2 runs. That will send us to the bottom of the 3rd. Lewis Division leads it 2-1. We'll be right back with the 2019 Expedition League All-Star Game, presented by Farmers Union Insurance.
Fresh, so you can be sure you'll get the best tacos, burritos, tamales, and more. El Azteca is located at 2035 North Broadway in Minot. Stop in or order online to save time. If you want exclusive coupons and special offers to save more on your next visit, text El Azteca as one word to 21777. El Azteca, the most authentic Mexican food in Minot.
iHeartRadio. We are Northwest North Dakota's #1 country radio station, 97 Kicks FM, playing a wide variety of today's new country to those country favorites reaching back to the 90s. With the award-winning Bobby Bones Show, and a big signal puts your business where it needs to be. We are heard on over 2,000 smart devices across the country with our iHeartRadio app. From radio to streaming, web, and social media, we've got you covered. Our Kicks listeners are current and retired military, farmers and ranchers, working moms, business owners. We are 97 Kicks FM.
Two to 1 lead for the Lewis Division All-Stars. An RBI triple from Cruz Taylor and an RBI single puts them ahead after Nick Roach finishes his time on the mound. We got all the mascots here. We have we have Western Nebraska. Looks like Spearfish is also here. I think we got most of them. I think there are a few that are not here, but pretty good turnouts for everyone involved. So on the mound now for the Badlands Big Sticks, Lewis Division, is Dallas Bryant, having himself a fantastic season. Take a look at his stats here in just a little bit. Record of 4-0. Was a late add. His record of 324. He's pitched 12 games with no starts with 2 saves. He's won 16 2/3 with 20 Ks, 4 walks, and 9 hits with just a .078 whip. Dallas Bryan from Badlands having himself a very nice season. Come to the mound. A couple of his teammates in the infield with him. Bryson Ford at third base and Connor Van Cleve at first. So leading off for the Clark Division will be Cole Gamble, Z. Wesley, and Colin Ludwig. Again, Brian was a late add after Tyler Chipman, his teammate, unfortunately could not come. Chipman, a fantastic pitcher for the Big Sticks this year. I wish he could be here with us. Here's the first pitch. Now this is outside for ball 1. Just taking a look at Chipman's numbers. 39 2/3 innings. He has 42 hits allowed, 28 runs, 24 earned, 34 walks is that one in there for strike 1 to even count. 32 strikeouts, a record of 5-2. ERA is a little high at 5.45, but regardless. 9 starts, having himself a nice season for the Big Sticks. 1-1 now. Outside for ball 2. Gamble struck out his first time up back in the first inning against Bradley Spooner as that one misses to make it ball 3. Clark Division, just 1 hit on the game. That was the leadoff solo home run from Zach Peterson. Now it's hit well towards right field, and that one's gone. A solo bomb over the second fence from Cole Gamble, and now 2 home runs from the Western Nebraska Pioneers players and the Clark Division to make it tied 2-2. That was an absolute bomb from the outfielder for the Pioneers. that'll bring up Z Wesley, the home run derby champ. Was hit by a pitch his first time up on a full count. 2 stolen bases for Wesley as well. Outfielder from Central Methodist, hometown of Midland, Michigan. First pitch, grounded foul down the third base side. Strike 1. So, once again, if you're just joining us, 2 hits, 2 home runs for the Clark division, both by Western Nebraska Pioneers players. Here is the 0-1 pitch as Brian works from the windup. Now a fastball in there, strike 2. Dallas Bryan from Montverde State Community College. Hometown of Altamont, Tennessee. 0-2 pitch. Ahead of that breaking ball for strike 3, and that will be out number 1 for the Lewis division. So far, 7 Ks amongst the Lewis division pitchers. 2 from Spooner, 3 from Barrington, 1 from back, and now 1 from Dallas Bryan. So that brings up Colin Ludwig, ground out to the shortstop his first time up. First pitch, that one misses outside for ball 1. That one in there evens the count at 1-1. Nice pitch on the outside corner, breaks in to even the count. Game flying by so far. We are here in the top of the 4th. As that one's hit towards left field, and that will be caught by the charging outfielder for the Badlands Big Sticks, Kaimana Suzapalui, for out number 2. So that brings up Grant Schmidt, one of the 3 All-Stars from the Hastings Sodbusters. Hastings right now 4th in the Clark division. SaberDogs have not played them yet this season. However, they will play against each other 3 consecutive times, coming up on the 22nd through the 24th of July. First pitch, that one in the dirt, ball 1. The Grant Schmidt's team, the Sodbusters, hosted the All-Star festivities last year. As the 1-0 pitch from Bryan misses outside for ball 2. Game tied, 2 runs apiece, 2 solo home runs from 2 Western Nebraska Pioneers. And as for the Lewis division, RBI triple from Cruz Taylor and an RBI single from Bryson Ford. That one's swing and miss for strike 1. Home run derby last night went fairly smoothly, besides, of course, some of the home runs being called in terms of how many. That was partially my fault. There's that one in there for strike 2. I was a judge yesterday. Next year, this was suggested to the president of the league, Steve Wagner, to have some people in the outfield have flags to hold up whether it was a home run or put it down if it was if it was not a home run. 2-2 pitch. Now when it's hit towards center field. Right center field, actually, and that will be caught in right field by Cruz Taylor for the final out. So that will send us to the bottom of the 4th. We are tied 2-2. We'll be right back with the 2019 Expedition League All-Star Game presented by Farmers Union Insurance.
Inside of your mouth ache? Not brushing as often as you should? Then come on over to Kemet Dental. Kemet Dental prides on their team of highly educated dental professionals and advanced technology. Whether it's advanced dental procedures such as implants, same-day crowns, and sleep apnea, there's no problem they can't fix. Visit their state-of-the-art facility or visit kemetdental.com to learn more. Kemet Dental. We treat more than teeth, we treat people. Don't let bad weather surprise you. Stay informed with KMOT. KMOT is Minot's local NBC affiliate that keeps you in the know for all things weather-related. KMOT also makes sure that you know everything important happening in the Minot community. Want to see the latest Twins highlights? Check out KMOT's professional sports coverage, as well as their local and collegiate sports. KMOT, your news leader.
105.3 The Fox is Monarch's only rock station, playing the active rock of today, reaching your male audience 18 to 52, and getting your message to their ears.
I'm listening.
And 105.3 The Fox can be heard on over 2,000 smart devices across the country. And with our iHeartRadio app, from radio to stream, web, and social media, we've got your bases covered. If you're needing to reach a male audience, we are your radio station.
105.3 The Fox.
New pitcher for the Clark division is Josh Robbins of the Western Nebraska Pioneers, as Rob Meidel will lead off from the Hub City Hotshots. Nathan Sanders is on deck, and the number 1 spot in the hole right now sitting at Mason Dennison. We'll see if they keep it at that for the 3rd time through. First pitch from Robbins in there, strike 1, as we take a look at his stats on the year. Having himself a great season. I mean, that is the reason why he's here. Record of 2-1. ERA of just 180 in 6 games, 4 starts, 25 innings with 35 Ks, just 9 walks and 15 hits for a whip of .096. 1 pitch. Now this is upstairs to the catcher from Minnesota State, Mankato. Now leave the count at 1-1. Now this is just a hair low for ball 2. Robbins goes to Loyola Marymount, hometown of Lake Oswego, Oregon. Right-handed pitcher, sitting at 6'4", 190. Here's a 2-1. Now going to sit towards left field, hooking and fouled out of play. Nice catch by a kid over there near the tailgate area. So the count is now 2-2. Catcher for the Hotshots, batting .281 on the year. .26 RBI in 36 games. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, out number 1. So that brings up Nathan Sanders, outfielder for the Badlands Big Sticks. 0-for-1 on the evening. On the year, batting .311 with 52 hits, 45 runs, and a league-leading 10 home runs. Lined up in the pitch from Robbins, swing and a miss, strike 1. Sanders participated in the home run derby yesterday, was eliminated in the first round. Dennison is on deck for the Sabre Dogs. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's a nice pitch. That breaks in the strike zone for an 0-2 count. So Dennison coming to the plate. Up next will be start of the 3rd time through the hitting order. So we now have an overcast overhead. Here's the 0-2 pitch now. This is way outside, trying to get him to chase. Does not do so, and that will make it 1-2. So 4 hits so far from the Lewis division. There are 2 runs. As for the Clark, 2 hits, both being home runs. 1-2 pitch. Another pitch misses outside, a fastball, leaving the count 2-2. Robbins gets the signal he wants and will work once again from the windup. He rocks and fires. And that one just a hair outside. Robbins missing on the outside corner, make it 3-2. Sanders playing center field this evening for the Big Six, or excuse me, for the Lewis division. In town of Smyrna, Tennessee, as that one hits Sanders. Now we'll get him over to first base. So Mason Dennison coming to the plate for the third time today. His second time at bat. Goes down as an error. So he is 0 for 2 with a run and a stolen base. Dennison, the 6'4", 180-pound shortstop from West Florida, hometown of Naples, Florida. A fantastic asset for the Service Valley SaberDogs infield. Takes a deep breath and runner goes. That one misses outside. The transfer was not good as Nathan Sanders steals second. It's a little bit too late as this turf very slick no matter what time of day or how much precipitation is on the field. As he slid kind of up and over the bag. Didn't have any problems, just kind of a little awkward. 1-0 pitch now to Dennison. Now in the hands, a jam shot to the first base Ludwig, and that will advance the runner. Tapping the bag is Ludwig for out number 2. So that brings up Cruz Taylor. 1 for 2 with an RBI triple as well as a flyout. RBI opportunity right here coming up for the outfielder from the University of North Georgia. Hometown of Lawrenceville, Georgia. Batting .294 this season for the SaberDogs. That pitch is in there for a strike. It's Jeremiah Maxfield warming up from the Hub City Hot Shots. Scheduled to go next inning. 0-1 pitch. And that one is in there for strike 2. Taylor behind the count. Josh Robbins still going to work for the Clark division, the righty from the Western Nebraska Pioneers. Tied 2-2 here in the bottom of the 4th. That one fouled off the screen by Taylor. Stays in play. I'll keep it at 0-2. On deck for the Badlands Big Sticks is Bryson Ford. 0-2 pitch. Now misses inside. Lays off a slider. I'll make it 1-2. Be keeping an eye out on the radar this evening. It started out a little bit cooler than normal here in Minot, North Dakota. And by normal, I mean the past week or so, where it's been in the mid-upper 80s. It is 76 now. Beautiful temperature, but we do have some weather coming possibly. And this one is fouled down the first base side. Right now, it looks like there's a little bit of a system out to the the west of us. So that will stay to the south, but it's a little bit later in the evening that we're worried most about. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, misses outside to make it 2-2. Regardless, the clouds are nice. Enjoy the cooler weather here in Minot, North Dakota. Great game conditions for the 2019 Expedition League All-Star Game. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 by Cruz Taylor, and that will end the inning. So we will send it to the top of the 5th. Coming up, the 7, 8, and 9 hitters. We'll be right back after these messages.
Than people coming together. Thank you, SaberDogs, for providing entertainment, a family-friendly environment, and good sportsmanship to our town. These simple moments, sharing time with loved ones, create everlasting memories, and will always be in the cheering section, rooting for the home team. First Western Bank and Trust, we're not just here for you, we are you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Forward Communication provides you an opportunity to get your message heard on radio stations all across the region. They have several syndicated radio reports you can partner on, including Ag Issues, which gives an agronomy perspective to regional agriculture, Outdoor Issues, which discusses North Dakota hunting and fishing, and Training Camp Today, which gives listeners an inside look at Minnesota Vikings training camp. Call Forward Communication at 720-0007. That's 720-0007.
New pitcher from the Hub City Hotshots for the Lewis Division is Jeremiah Maxfield. Taking a look at his stats on the year. Record of 4-3. He was the first pitcher to get 4 wins, but hasn't gotten one in a little bit. He has 7 starts on the year, 49 2/3 innings with 17 Ks, 16 walks, and 52 hits allowed with a 137 whip. He'll take on the bottom of the order. It'll be Jackson Collins, Cole Kaler, and Brad Polinsky. So 2 Horseheads, sandwiched between 1 Western Nebraska Pioneer. Pioneers bring the most players with 10. So they have had 1 on the mound so far, and that was last innings pitcher Josh Robbins. So coming up here in just a little bit, next half inning, we'll have Jace Mapston, pitcher from the Sabre Dogs, interviewing him, talking about his All-Star experience and his time off, as well as his thoughts on the All-Stars from the Sabre Dogs. So don't want to miss that coming up in the bottom of the 5th. So Jackson Collins coming to the plate, 0 for 1 with a strikeout back in the 2nd inning when Malik Barrington was pitching to him.
Now batting for the Clark Division All-Stars designated hitter from the Cattsburg Horseheads, Jackson Collins.
Collins on the year with a .310 batting average with 19 runs and 23 RBI with 6 home runs. First pitch to him, and that one misses for ball 1. Collins got himself a nice year, catcher for the Horseheads from Biola University, hometown of Watsonville, California. Maxfield working from the stretch. The 1-0 pitch, that one's in there, and even count 1-1. Casper right in the thick of things in the Clark Division. Right now in 3rd place. They are a full game back. The Fremont Moo, who are currently in 1st place in terms of getting in that 2nd spot. 1-0 pitch, that one fouled back, out of play. Overall, the Moo were 2.5 games back, 8-6. And Casper in 3rd place, 3.5 games out at 8-8 on a 3-game winning streak. Winner of the 2nd half in the Clark Division will take on the Western Nebraska Pioneers in Gearing as that one misses outside. Even the count 2-2 for Jeremiah Maxfield. Crucial stretch coming up for the Horseheads. Need to get some wins, and they'll have a pretty good opportunity to do so with Wheat City on the schedule next. 2-2 pitch. Fly ball towards foul territory down the 3rd base line, racing in and making the catch. Bryson Ford for out number 1. So that will bring up Cole Kaler as the Clark Division is still trying to get through their 2nd time through the hitting order. As for Lewis Division, they are already on their 3rd time through with 2 hitters completed. Kaler comes to the plate 0 for 1 on the evening. 2nd baseman from Western Nebraska. First pitch from Maxfield. Now a little blooper, and that will get out of play down the 1st base side for strike 1. Kaler batting .281 on the year, 35 games with 39 hits, 29 runs, as well as 16 RBI. A 1 pitch. Now misses low, even up the count. Base is empty for the Clark Division. Game still tied 2-2. Clark has just 2 hits, both being solo home runs by Pioneers players. Peterson top of the 1st, and then Gamble back in the 4th. 1-1 pitch. And that one misses inside, make it 2-1. Both corner infielders are Badlands Big Sticks. Van Cleve over at first. Bryson Ford over at third. 2-1 pitch, and that one fouled out of play. Phil Childs also in at left field now from the Sabre Dogs. Mason Dennison is short still, so is Jake Anderson. Rob Meidel still a catcher. Bruce Taylor still in right field. Nathan Sanders still in center. Two and two pitch. Now one a little flare by Cole Kaler to right field. Bruce Taylor won't have to do much to make that catch for number 2. So that will bring up Bradley Polinsky. 0 for 1 with the fly out to the second baseman his first time up. Catcher for the Casper Horseheads. Polinsky, a Washington State Cougar, hometown of San Diego. First pitch from the lefty, Max Field. Now misses low and away. Max Field goes to Howard College, hometown of Watertown, Wisconsin. To thank all our listeners, wherever you're listening from, on what other platform, we appreciate your viewership. Here's a grounder to the second baseman, Cole Kaler. Over to first, that's Jake Anderson, and that will make the play for the final out. So coming up, we got Jace Mapston. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. We'll also have the 3, 4, 5 hitters coming up. You're listening to the 2019 Expedition League All-Star Game, presented by Farmers Union Insurance.
Z94 is Minot's only station for today's hit music. The Z94 audience is an active one, targeting your 18 to 42-year-olds. The Z94 listener is a need-to-know listener. They do product research. From product and customer satisfaction reviews, our Z94 audience has their smart devices at their fingertips. That's why you need to be with Z94, because we're in front of our listeners and your customers with our in-demand services like streaming, podcasts, social media. And since we brand to our specific audience, we know how to market your business. Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
You had a long day? An alcoholic beverage sound good right about now? Souris River Brewing Company has you covered. They use the most locally sourced and freshest ingredients available to create quality beers and food. Souris River Brewing Company sources food and grains from their neighbors to maintain our local economy and to serve you. Be sure to stop by Souris River Brewing Company, a true North Dakota experience.
Mix 99.9, Minot's variety station. Mix puts our personality and music focus on adult women, whether it's the moms at home or at work, to those that are business owners, or the women who have declared 50 is the new 30. Let Mix go to work for you, playing a variety of music from the 80s, 90s, and today, and can be heard on over 2,000 smart devices all across the country with our iHeartRadio app. From radio to streaming, web, and social media, we've got you covered. We are Mix 99.9, Minot's variety station.
New pitcher is Matt Hess from the Hastings Sodbusters. We are back with Jace Mapston from the Sabre Dogs.
What's up, Jared?
How's it going, man? How you feeling?
Good, man. I'm feeling real good.
Still got the mustache rocking, I see.
Always. Gotta keep it. Here to stay.
Coming up for the Lewis Division will be the Heart of the Order, Bryson Ford, Connor Van Cleve, and Chauncey Callier. So first of all, how about Chauncey Callier? He's having a fantastic season for you guys. Been a huge cornerstone of the offense.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's a great player. He's really exciting to watch. Just kind of like stuck him out at third base this year. He's been doing spectacular.
First pitch in there, strike one to Bryson Ford, having himself a fantastic season for the Big Sticks. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Strike two. So far, how are you enjoying the All-Star game itself?
It's a lot of fun. It's good to watch. There's good competition. Very fun game.
Best players in the league all going at it here at Corbett Field as that pitch misses outside to make it 1-2. So, Jace, last night was the home run derby. What were your thoughts on that? It was kind of an interesting...
It's kind of crazy to see guys hit baseballs that far. I watched Bo put one over the trees over in left field. Didn't think I'd be able to see something like that. That was pretty cool.
And Bo McClintock had himself a nice evening as Bryson Ford gets on via a infield single. As the throw from the catcher Polinsky was not in time, so that will bring up Connor Van Cleve, the first baseman for the Lewis Division All-Stars. So, have you gotten to get to know any of the other Lewis Division players, or are you guys kind of just restricted to yourself?
I haven't really talked to many other guys. I've talked to a little bit of the players from the Hot Shots. The catcher, his name's Rob. Me and him I've talked to him a little bit. I think that's really it. Actually.
Broken bat hit towards center field, and that will drop for a base hit from Connor Van Cleve. So two big sticks reach via a single, and that will bring up Chauncey Callier. Designated hitter for the Service Valley Sabre Dogs, senior from Mississippi College. 0 for 2 on the evening with a stolen base reached via an error, his second time up. So how about some of the pitchers for the Sabre Dogs that are here pitching tonight? You have Zay, you have Bradley, Marcelo also having himself a nice season. Tell me about how these guys have come this season.
Well, having guys like them, it really sets a tone for our bullpen because we can kind of we know whenever we're going to get ready because we just know they're going to go deep in the game and have a good quality start. So like guys like Spooner who normally go 8 innings on average, it's good for the pen. And Marcelo, he's always going to be good. You can always count on him. Same for Zay and George. And they're just good guys that are going to go deep in the game.
As a check swing gets away from Chauncey Callier, but both runners will advance. So now a 1-2 count coming up to Chauncey Callier for Matt Hess. So you didn't get the All-Star nod yourself. You have 5 saves, which is the second most in the league.
Yeah.
So when you heard that you weren't being on the All-Star team, were you a little bummed?
I mean, my feelings weren't too hurt. It's time off. I get to have a nice break. I went out on the lake the other day. That was nice. Got some sun. Slept until 2 o'clock today. My feelings aren't hurt, man.
The swing and miss from Chauncey Callier, strike 3, 1 out. That'll bring up Philip Childs, who took place of Kaimana Souza Palui. So Philip Childs coming to the plate. He has been a fantastic addition to the Sabre Dogs. Tell me about his season so far.
He's a great guy in the leadoff spot. He's a great guy in the outfield. He saved me in Canada a couple weeks ago. So he's also just a great guy on the team. He's a good teammate. He's always going to be there.
He's definitely a great character as that pitch misses outside to make it 2-0. Runners on second and third for Lewis Division. We are tied 2-2, 1 out. Lewis Division trying to take the lead right here. Philip Childs at the plate has been fantastic. University of Texas Arlington player. As the 2-0 pitch misses outside for ball 3. So Childs on the year, batting a cool .366, one of the best in the league in batting average. Has 41 hits, 28 runs with 8 doubles, and 12 RBI with 22 stolen bases. Is in the top 10 in the league in batting average and stolen bases. 3-0 pitch. That's a 4-pitch walk. It gets away from the catcher, Polinsky. The throw to the plate is in time to get out Bryson Ford. So nice play there as it hits off the padding behind home plate for out number 2. So for you, moving forward, you get a little bit of time off. You got a 10-game road stand coming up. What's that going to be like for you?
I don't like to talk about it. I'm not looking forward to it, but it is what it is. So it's got to go out and perform. Try to get as much sleep on the bus as you can. I've learned that.
How challenging it is for you guys going to be taking on one of the best teams in the league with limited sleep, as here's Childs stealing second base, and he's in there in time. There's now a second and third with 2 outs.
You kind of make do with what you got. So you just really got to make sure you get sleep on the bus. The bus is where you really make up most of your sleep, so just got to take advantage of that.
Is the 0-1 pitch now to Anderson, and he hits that one to right field. The base hit, they'll score 1. They're going to wave Childs around, and he is going to be in there. A 2 RBI single from Jake Anderson. And it is now 4-2 in favor of the Lewis Division. So you got a dog in this one? Are you rooting for the Lewis Division, or just kind of rooting for the Sabre Dogs?
I'm going to always root for my dogs, but I'm also got to be big for the Lewis Division, It's kind of the same thing, one big team. But I'm rooting for the Lewis Division in this one.
Now your guy's up, Rob Meidel, first pitch.
Yeah.
That one is in there for strike one. Meidel is 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a strikeout. 5 hits for the Lewis Division with their 4 runs. And 2 hits, 2 runs, both solo shots. First of all, how about Western Nebraska? What are your thoughts on them? I mean, they've had a fantastic season. They got 2 guys out there solo shots.
Yeah, we're lucky they didn't do it to us whenever we played them earlier in the week. But they're a good ball club.
It certainly got a lot of power, and that one is fouled off by Meidel, making it 0-2 count, 2 down. So coming up for the Clark Division will be the top of the order with whoever that entails. We'll see, as they'll be going through their 3rd time through the roster. Catcher from Hub City waits the pitch from Matt Hess. Runner goes, hit in the air towards left field. Brent Schmidt coming in, and he will make the catch for out number 3. So, Jace, it was awesome talking to you. Thanks for dropping by. I really appreciate it.
It's a pleasure, Jared.
It's always a pleasure. We'll send it to a commercial break. You're listening to the 2019 Expedition League All-Star Game.
Trinity Health is a nonprofit healthcare system serving northwest and central North Dakota and eastern Montana. With a care hospital in Minot, more than 40 specialties, several rural health clinics, and a long-term facility, Trinity provides a full complement of healthcare services to the region. Since 1922, they have been committed to looking ahead and improving in ways that provide the best, most compassionate care for their patients, families, and communities. Trinity Health, where their mission is, being committed to preserving and improving the quality of health to the people they serve. Know what's below. Call before you dig. Whether you call 811 or use ITIC to file your locate requests, North Dakota One Call makes sure you're able to navigate the One Call process as easy as possible. Whether you're a professional contractor working on a project or a novice homeowner just installing a fence, contact us every time you dig to ensure no underground lines are damaged. It's easy, and it's the law. Dig safe.
New pitcher for the Lewis Division. We'd like to once again thank Jace Mapson for dropping by. New pitcher is Hunter Omled for the Wheat City Whiskey Jacks. Sitting at 6'1" from Boise State University, hometown of Hamilton, Montana. And taking a look at his stats, record of 0-2, a 3.31 ERA, 35 and a third innings with 32 strikeouts, 11 walks, and 39 Ks with a 142 whip. So Lucas Allen is catching now for the Lewis Division, teammate of Hunter Omled. Once again, the top of the order coming up for the Clark Division, leading off with Zach Peterson. Josue Ronhell on deck. Cole Gamble in the hole. Lewis Division leads 4-2 thanks to a 2 RBI single from Hub City Hot Shots' own Jake Anderson, who's having himself a very nice day. He's 2 for 3. And he's playing second base for the Lewis Division. Normally plays third base for the Hot Shots. So Peterson 1 for 2 with a solo home run back in the first inning. Zoma getting his final reps. Once again, Phil Childs out in left, Lucas Allen behind the plate. Tyler's amazing balancing act here in town is what celebrating the score here in the grandstand. Always great entertainment. They've been performing for the Expedition League teams throughout the year. Got to see him once when we were in Brandon. It's a lot of fun. Very happy to have him. So here's the first pitch from Hunter Omled to Zach Peterson. First pitch in their strike one to the shortstop from Western Nebraska. Hometown of Bluffdale, Utah, goes to Brigham Young University. 0-1 pitch. That one misses. Take a look at Peterson's stats on the year. As the 1-1 pitch misses outside from ball 2. Batting a cool .331. 48 hits, 30 runs with 8 doubles, as well as 5 home runs and 29 RBI. Got the start for the Clark Division at shortstop as that one misses outside from ball 3. Three and 1 pitch coming up. Zalman works from the windup. Here's the pitch. That one is hit well towards left field. Did he do it again? Yes, he did. A solo shot from Zach Peterson, his second of the day. Oh my goodness. And it is now 4-3. Lewis still leads it. Every single hit by the Clark division has been a solo home run. They'll bring up Josue Aranjel, third baseman for the Clark division from the Spearfish Sasquatch. Hometown of St. Petersburg, or excuse me, that's where he goes to college, goes to St. Petersburg College is the first pitch. Misses, or actually he's in there for strike one, my mistake. 0-1 pitch. Now misses outside, even the count, 1-1. So we are back to the same amount of hits and runs for both teams. 4 hits, 4 runs for the Lewis, and 3 hits, 3 runs for the Clark. And the difference between 2 defensive errors for the Clark, because that one is in there. Make it 1 and 2. One-two pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 3, out number 1. And that will bring up Cole Gamble, center fielder for the Clark division. 1 for 2 with a solo home run back in the 4th. Gamble from Salt Lake Community College. Bats left, throws right, first pitch. That one's in there for strike 1. 37 hits, 36 runs, and 23 RBI with 10 doubles. Batting .294 on the year. 1 pitch. Now this is up and away to even count 1-1. 1 pitch. And that one's in there for strike 2. Fastball down the middle from Omelet. Here is the 0-2. Trying to get Gamble to chase. Does not bite at the outside fastball. That was actually 2-2. 1 out, nobody on for the Clark. Swing and a miss, strike 3, strikeout number 2 on the inning. Nine strikeouts for Lewis Division pitchers, 2 now from Hunter Omelet, none from Maxfield last inning, but a 3-up, 3-down inning. Had 1 from Dallas Bryan, 1 from Jackson Beck, 3 from Malik Barrington, and 2 from Bradley Spooner. First pitch bounces over the head of Hunter Omelet. Nice field by Jake Anderson. Fadeaway throw to second in time for out number 3. So a solo home run from Zach Peterson makes it 4-3. We will head to the bottom of the 6th coming up. The 9-1-2 batters. You're listening to the 2019 Expedition League All-Star Game presented by Farmers Union Insurance.
Planet Pizza has become Minot's premier party location. Whether it's a birthday, team, family, school, or church get-together, they have everything to make your event out of this world. From arcade games to bouncy houses, they provide fun for all ages. Planet Pizza has been Minot's best pizza place for over 20 years. Don't let the fun fool you. Their pizza is fresh and delicious every time. To book a party or to order, call 701-852-1700. The Sleep in Minot is the #1 favorite place to stay when visiting. The Wi-Fi is always free and the breakfast is always hot and delicious. It's also the most convenient hotel for the kids when they want to hang out at the Dakota Splashdown Water Park. For the grown-ups, the hotel is attached to the Dakota Square Mall so you can shop till you drop. Then in the evening, be sure and stop in at the best-kept secret lounge for a drink. The Sleep in Minot is a proud sponsor of the Souris Valley SaberDogs, the largest sleep in North America, where everyone dreams better.
New pitcher from the Western Nebraska Pioneers. The Clark division is Andre Stoyanow. 6'3" right-hand pitcher from Hendrix College. From Kapolei, Hawaii. take on the 9-1-2 hitters from the Lewis division. So to recap, a 2 RBI single in the bottom of the 5th by Jake Anderson, and then a solo home run from Zach Pearson makes it 4-3 in favor of the Lewis division. And that was Zach Pearson's second home run of the day. So batting for the Lewis division is Nathan Sanders. 0 for 1 with a stolen base, big cut, swing and a miss, strike 1. Pitch, that one's hit well towards right field. And playable, making the catch, out number 1. So that will bring up Mason Dennison, who will come to plate for the third time today.
Now batting for the Lewis Division All-Stars from the Souris Valley SaberDogs, number 3, Mason Dennison.
Dennison is 0 for 3 with a run and a stolen base, reached back in the 3rd inning. First pitch, is that one in there, strike 1. Chris Taylor on deck for Lewis division. They lead at 4-3 here in the bottom of the 6th. 1 pitch. Now misses low and away to even the count 1-1.
Need some tasty snacks? Check out Dakota Square Tesoro. Be sure to like the Dakota Square Tesoro page on Facebook.
1 pitch from Stoynow in there for strike 2. Let's take a look at Stoynow's numbers on the year. Record of 4-1, a 2.36 ERA in 6 starts with a 34 and 1/3 inning season so far with 28 strikeouts, 10 walks, and 21 hits allowed for a whip of .090. As that one misses for ball 2 to even the count, 2-2.
Now pitching for the Clark Division All-Stars from Western Nebraska, Andres.
So coming up for the Lewis Division All-Stars on the mound should be Landon Cody from Hub City, as that one gets through the legs of Spearfish's catcher. That'll make it 3-2.
Running left field for the Clark Division All-Stars from the Catskill Versus number 17, Jake Brown.
Jake Brown now playing second base for the Clark division. 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 3 for out number 2. So that will bring up Cruz Taylor. He is 1 for 3 with an RBI triples. Now a mound visit. And that will be it for Stoynow as he goes 2/3, giving up no runs. We'll have a new pitcher coming up after a quick break. You're listening to the All-Star Game presented by Farmers Union Insurance.
El Azteca is authentic Mexican fast food on the go. Their ingredients are always fresh, so you can be sure you'll get the best tacos, burritos, tamales, and more. El Azteca is located at 2035 North Broadway in Minot. Stop in or order online to save time. If you want exclusive coupons and special offers to save more on your next visit, text El Azteca as one word to 21777. El Azteca, the most authentic Mexican food in Minot.
iHeartRadio. We are Northwest North Dakota's #1 country radio station, 97 Kicks FM, playing a wide variety of today's new country to those country favorites reaching back to the 90s. With the award-winning Bobby Bones Show and a big signal puts your business where it needs to be. We are heard on over 2,000 smart devices across the country with our iHeartRadio app. From radio to streaming, web, and social media, we've got you covered. Our Kicks listeners are current and retired military, farmers and ranchers, working moms, business owners. We are 97 Kicks FM.
4-3 lead for Lewis Division. New pitcher from the Spearfish Sasquatch is Doc Holliday. Take a look at Holliday's stats. So far on the year, a record of 2-2 with a 5.10 ERA in 10 games. He has started 3 in 24 2/3 innings, 24 strikeouts, 15 walks, and 24 hits with a 158 whip. So he'll take on the number 3 hitter, or actually the number 2 hitter, my mistake, Cruz Taylor. Again, he is 1 for 3 with an RBI triple, a strikeout, and a flyout as well. Playing right field for the Lewis Division here tonight. Let's see if Doc Holliday can finish off the Lewis Division as Andre Stoy now goes 2/3 with a flyout and a strikeout.
From the Service Valley Saberdogs, number 11, Cruz Taylor.
Nobody on, 2 out, first pitch. That one misses for ball 1. And coming up for the Clark will be the 5, 6, 7 hitters. Right now should be Ludwig, Schmidt, and Collins. On the stretch. And that one is in there to even count 1-1. Spearfish was second in the Clark division in the first half, but have struggled here in the second half. They have a 5-11 record. They're 6.5 games out of first and 4 games out of second place. And that one, a big cut there by Taylor, but foul tips it for strike 2. Pretty big sized crowd here at Corbett Field on a cloudy Tuesday evening. Saberdogs will have tomorrow off, and then is a 13-hour drive down to Geary, Nebraska. This one's up the middle, and past the diving shortstop, Zach Peterson for a base hit. And it's his second of the day. So that brings up Bryson Ford, who was 2 for 2. RBI single back in the 3rd, had a single back in the 5th, and a walk back in the 1st. Third baseman for Lewis Division All-Stars. He's been fantastic for Badlands this season, batting .390. First pitch. Now it's up the middle for a base hit. Over the head of Peterson. Rounding second aim for 3rd is Cruz Taylor. And staying at first is Ford, so it will have Lewis will have runners on the corners for Connor Van Cleve. So back-to-back hits against the Spearfish Sasquatch pitcher Doc Holliday. Holliday, 6'3" right-handed pitcher from Dixie State University, hometown of Moore Park, California. First pitch. Now when it's hit to the second baseman. That was booted by Jake Brown. Picks it up, throw to first, only to get 1 out. Well, I guess that's all they needed. I forgot there was 2 outs there, the new pitcher coming in. So that will end the inning. And that will send us to the top of the 7th. Our score still 4-3 in favor of the Lewis Division. We'll be right back after these messages.
Inside of your mouth ache? Not brushing as often as you should? Then come on over to Kemet Dental. Kemet Dental prides on their team of highly educated dental professionals and advanced technology. Whether it's advanced dental procedures such as implants, same-day crowns, and sleep apnea, there's no problem they can't fix. Visit their state-of-the-art facility or visit KemetDental.com to learn more. Kemet Dental. We treat more than teeth, we treat people. Don't let bad weather surprise you. Stay informed with KMOT. KMOT is Minot's local NBC affiliate that keeps you in the know for all things weather-related. KMOT also makes sure that you know everything important happening in the Minot community. Want to see the latest Twins highlights? Check out KMOT's professional sports coverage, as well as their local and collegiate sports. KMOT, your news leader.
Mix 99.9, Minot's variety station. Mix puts our personality and music focus on adult women, whether it's the moms at home or at work, to those that are business owners, or the women who have declared 50 is the new 30. Let Mix go to work for you, playing a variety of music from the 80s, 90s, and today, and can be heard on over 2,000 smart devices all across the country with our iHeartRadio app. From radio to streaming, web, and social media, we've got you covered. We are Mix 99.9, Minot's variety station.
We got a few defensive substitutions. Now playing second base is the Wheat City Whiskey Jacks' Cody Kale. Over in center field is the Pure Trappers' Ken Scott, and Jake Anderson moves from second to third. Philip Childs still in left, Mason Dennison still at short, Lucas Allen behind the plate still, Connor Van Cleve, first baseman, Bruce Taylor still right. So Landon Cody is now on the mound from Hub City.
Wheat City Whiskey Jacks.
Take a look at Landon Cody's numbers, a record of 3-4 with a 2.48 ERA in 8 starts, 50 2/3 innings, the second most in the league, as well as 27 strikeouts, 11 walks, and 50 hits for a whip of 120. You know we've played a lot of baseball, we've given up 50 hits, but still have an ERA of just 120. So coming up for the Clark Division All-Stars will be the 5, 6, 7 holes. As Colin Ludwig will lead things off, the first baseman from Western Nebraska. Not only a fantastic hitter, but a great defensive first baseman as well. He's made some great plays in the past few days against the Sabre Dogs. Landon Cody. The University of New Mexico, first pitch. That one is in there for strike one. Cody sitting at 6'4", 170, hometown of Clayburn, Texas. One pitch. Also foul tipped. Make it 0-2. Here in the top of the 7th, Lewis Division leads it 4-3. 0-2 pitch. Now misses outside for ball one. Those of you just joining us. Back in the 5th inning. A single by Bryson Ford, then another single by Connor Van Cleve brought up Phil Childs, who walked, bases loaded, 2 RBI double from Jake Anderson. That put them ahead 4-2. And then Zach Peterson with his second home run of the day to make it 4-3. This one, a blooper towards left field. Phil Childs making the catch for out number 1. I guess it's a little bit more than a blooper, but regardless, 1 out for a new pitcher, or excuse me, new hitter, Luke White. First Fremont player we've seen today. Oh, correction. We have. Luke White came up to the plate. Thought he was coming in, but it turns out it is actually going to be Jason Roberson at the plate. So my mistake there. He'll be out in left field coming up for the Clark Division. Now on a hit into right field, base hit. And the Clark Division starting to get something going. George Locksterkamp and Bradley Spooner jogging over to the bullpen. As now Luke White will come to the plate. So Luke White taking place of Jackson Collins, who finishes his day 0 for 2, strikeout and a flyout. So on first is Roberson. We'll keep an eye out on him, see if he steals. Very quick. That one misses, or that one's in there for strike one, as Roberson with 18 stolen bases leads the team. Threw down to first, and they got him in a pickoff. So Roberson will be down, and that will be 2 outs for White. Bases are now empty once again. 0-1 pitch. And that one misses inside. White participated in the home run derby last night, was eliminated in the first round. 1-1 pitch. That one is ripped towards left field, and that will drop in front of Phil Childs for a base hit. Luke White, take a look at his stats on the year. Batting average of .337 with 33 hits, 24 runs, and 25 RBI with 7 bombs. And that brings up Jake Brown, who will replace Cole Kaler. Already has on the defensive side of things. Correction. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike one. The 1 pitch, running foul. I'll keep it. I'll make it 0-2. Lewis Division holds on to a 4-3 lead at the moment. Here at the top of the 7th inning. It's actually Robert Anthony Cruz at the plate. This one is hit to the second baseman, Cody Kale. For the first in time, that will end the inning. Once again, the score is 4-3. We will send it to the bottom of the 7th coming up after a quick break.
Baseball is America's game. It brings people together, and there's nothing better for community than people coming together. Thank you, SaberDogs, for providing entertainment, a family-friendly environment, and good sportsmanship to our town. These simple moments, sharing time with loved ones, create everlasting memories, and will always be in the cheering section, rooting for the home team. First Western Bank and Trust, we're not just here for you, we are you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Forward Communication provides you an opportunity to get your message heard on radio stations all across the region. They have several syndicated radio reports you can partner on, including Ag Issues, which gives an agronomy perspective to regional agriculture, Outdoor Issues, which discusses North Dakota hunting and fishing, and Training Camp Today, which gives listeners an inside look at Minnesota Vikings training camp. Call Forward Communication at 720-0007. That's 720-0007.
New pitcher from Spearfish is Dylan High. Take a look at his stats on the year. Record of 2-1, a 4.83 ERA. Pitched in 15 games, has a league best 8 saves with 22 and a third innings, 37 strikeouts, 22 walks, and 14 hits with a 161 whip. So he will take on the heart of the order. Actually, middle bottom portion of the order will be Chauncey Callier, Philip Childs, and Jake Anderson coming up. So we have a pinch hitter, Chauncey Callier, the designated hitter, starting out the day. So 4-3 lead for the Lewis Division over the Clark Division here in the 2019 Expedition League All-Star Game presented by Farmers Union Insurance. This is Jared Sleppy, the voice of the Service Valley SaberDogs, coming to you live here at Corbett Field in Minot, North Dakota. And Chauncey Callier will come back to the plate for his 4th time today. Strikeout, a ground out, and reaching via an error and stealing a base back in the 3rd inning for Chauncey Callier. Callier batting .372 on the season. First pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one, as it really started to get dark here with the clouds starting to get a little dark. So it is 9:01 p.m. Usually doesn't get dark here until around a little after 10. The 1 pitch, and that one grounded to Ronhell, the third baseman. Throw will be in time by half step, as Ronhell took a long time to make that throw. Callier, tied for 3rd in league in stolen bases, almost beat that one out. So that brings up Phil Childs. Reached via a walk his first time up. Hometown of Euless, Texas, goes to the University of Texas Arlington. His first pitch to him is in there for a strike. He's able to score, and mentioned he got that one steal. And that evens the count, 1-1. Base is empty. One down here in the bottom of the 7th as that one hit towards center field. And there to make the play, Cole Gamble for out number 2. And that brings up Jake Anderson. I would argue the game's MVP so far had the go-ahead 2 RBI single back in the 5th.
Third baseman from the Huxley Hotshots, Jake Anderson.
Moving to third base, where he normally plays. First pitch. That one misses up and in for ball 1. So on deck for the Lewis division is Lucas Allen. Be taking place of Rob Meidel in the hitting orders. That one misses low for ball 2. Two-0 pitch now. Now misses in the dirt for ball 3. Anderson not really having very many pitches to be tempted by from Dylan High. Right-handed pitcher from Gordon State Community College, town of Carrollton, Georgia, staying at 6'3", 170. The coach of the Clark division, Jimmy Turk of the Pioneers, and for Lewis division, Dean Pewitt of the Big Sticks. Is that one in there for strike 1 to get High back in the count. The 3-1 pitch. Breaking ball, fouled back, and that'll make it 3-2 is Luke White. Trying to get that foul ball and dropping it there on the Clark Division sideline. Just overall having a lot of fun, both teams are. And it started with the home run derby yesterday, in which Z. Wesley from the Spearfish Sasquatch was able to win. 3-2 pitch now. Now one up and over the head of Jake Anderson for ball 4. So that brings up Lucas Allen of the Wheat City Whiskey Jacks. This is his first at-bat of the day, as Rob Meidel done on the day at 1 for 3 with a single. Also finished is Kaimana Souza Palui out in left field. He finished 0 for 2 for the Badlands Big Sticks. High sets and delivers as that one misses outside for ball 1. Coming up in the top of the 8th for the Clark Division, the 9-1-2 hitters. So here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Go down to first base. Check up on Anderson. Throw is not in time. So it was actually Robert Anthony Cruz playing second base from the Casper Horseheads for the Clark Division. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 2. Jack Peterson still in over there in left field. One-two pitch. Breaking ball, hit up the middle, and past the diving glove of Zach Peterson. Rounding second, hang for third is Anderson. And that's going to be a base hit for the catcher from Wheat City. So that will bring up Cody Kale. Cody Kale playing second base. He moved from center field. Nathan Sanders' day is done. He finishes 0 for 2 with a walk. First pitch. Now this is for ball 1. Taking a look at Cody Kale's stats. Coming to the plate for his first time today. Batting average of .301. Only Wheat City Whiskey Jack over 300. 19 RBI with 27 runs and 50 hits on the year. So that one's up the middle and into center field with laser up the middle for a base hit RBI for Cody Kale. Jake Anderson scores and is now 5-3. So Mason Dennison's going to come to the plate for the 5th time today. Right now sitting at 0 for 4 with the run and a stolen base. Goes on first and second, 2 outs for Lewis Division. First pitch, breaking ball, misses inside, ball 1. I'll take this opportunity to thank all of our listeners listening to on any radio station, anywhere in the country. Thank you for your viewership as that one misses inside for ball 2. 2-0 pitch. Excuse me, high, my mistake, because that one misses for ball 3. Dennison has 20 RBI on the year. An RBI opportunity right here in the All-Star game. Will be his first hit of the day. 3-0 pitch. And that is a 4-pitch walk. And that will load the bases.
Baseball fans, last call for alcohol.
Cruz Taylor comes to the plate. He is 2 for 4 with an RBI triple and a single. Right fielder from the University of North Georgia. The backup for the Sabre Dogs. Marcelo Terrazas of the Sabre Dogs rolling up in the bullpen. Most likely going to get going here in the bottom of the 8th. Excuse me, the top of the 8th. First pitch to Taylor. Misses inside for ball 1. Fastball from Dylan High. One no pitch. Breaking ball. Breaks in there for strike 1 down the middle. A little bit up. Definitely a hittable ball right there. Decides to hold off and wait for High to pitch a strike, and he does. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Now misses up high, making it 2-1. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Lucas Allen of the Whiskey Jacks over at second. Cody Kale, the Whiskey Jacks over Allen over third. Kale is over at second. And Mason Dennison is over first from the Sabre Dogs as that one misses for ball 3. Could be an RBI walk here for Cruz Taylor, as he has walked a lot in the top 10 in walks in the league. Ken Scott is on deck. The 3-1 pitch. And that one breaks in there for strike 2. Taylor steps back in, the lefty. Wind up in the pitch. And that's ball 4. Fastball thrown into the dirt. And now score 1 run. An RBI walk from Cruz Taylor. So Lucas Allen scores. Cody Kale on to third. Mason Dennison on second. And Cruz Taylor is on at first. So that brings up Ken Scott from the Pierre Trappers. Take a look at his numbers. Batting .224 on the year. Participated in the Home Run Derby. 13 hits, 10 runs with 11 RBI. First pitch from Dylan High. Breaking ball. Misses inside for ball 1. Pierre Trappers trying to chase down the Sabre Dogs in the Lewis Division. They trail by 3.5 games in the second half. Fighting for that second spot to have the right to take on Badlands and Dickinson in the first round of the playoffs. As that one fouled back. That evens the count 1-1. So 2 runs here in the bottom of the 7th from the Lewis Division is now a 6-3 lead. Lewis considered the home team, considering we're playing at Corbett Field, home of the Service Valley Sabre Dogs. This one hit towards center field. And there to make the play is the center fielder for out number 3. So 2 runs for the Lewis Division, and that once again makes it 6-3. We'll be right back with the 2019 Expedition League All-Star Game presented by Farmers Insurance.
Z94 is Minot's only station for today's hit music. The Z94 audience is an active one, targeting your 18 to 42-year-olds. The Z94 listener is a need-to-know listener. They do product research. From product and customer satisfaction reviews, our Z94 audience has their smart devices at their fingertips. That's why you need to be with Z94, because we're in front of our listeners and your customers with our in-demand services like streaming, podcasts, social media. And since we brand to our specific audience, we know how to market your business. Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
You had a long day? An alcoholic beverage sound good right about now? Souris River Brewing Company has you covered. They use the most locally sourced and freshest ingredients available to create quality beers and food. Souris River Brewing Company sources food and grains from their neighbors to maintain our local economy and to serve you. Be sure to stop by Souris River Brewing Company, a true North Dakota experience.
So they've switched up the plan a little bit. Going with a different pitcher here, as the Lewis Division leads it to a score of 6-3 thanks to an RBI single from Cody Kale and an RBI walk from Cruz Taylor. Coming up for the Clark Division, it will be the 9-1-2 hitters. So the new pitcher is Dom Parkhurst. Take a look at Parkhurst's numbers on the season from Pierre Trappers. Has a record of 3-2 with a 3.85 ERA. He has made 7 starts in 8 games, 37 and a third innings under his belt with 20 Ks, 7 walks, and 45 strikeouts. First pitch, and that one misses outside to Jake Brown of the Casper Horseheads. Filling in for Brad Polinsky. And that one is in there to even the count. So Brown, an outfielder from Dixie State, hometown of Mesa, Arizona, standing at 6'4", left-handed hitter and a right-handed thrower. And that one misses as well. Make it 2-1. Zach Peterson on deck. As that misses outside, make it 3-1. Zach Peterson is 2 for 3 with 2 solo home runs. The only hits today from the Clark Division have been solo home runs. He had one in the top of the first from Peterson, one in the top of the fourth from Gamble, and one in the top of the sixth from Zach Peterson, as that is a 5-pitch walk to start the inning. And that brings up Peterson. See if he can do it again. Here's Parkhurst from the stretch. As that one misses low for ball 1. Breaking ball hit down the third baseline, foul. And count 1-1. So 1 on and nobody out here on the top of the 8th. Clark Division trying to come back. They trail 6-3 here in the 2019 Expedition League All-Star Game. Jared Sleppy here with you from Corbett Field in Minot, North Dakota. Beautiful evening as we have a bit of an overcast. As that one grounded, a chopper to the third baseman Anderson. They got 2. They want it, and they do get it. Nice turn from Anderson to Kale to Van Cleve for a double play. So after that 5-4-3, that will once again bring up Josue Rangel. 0 for 3 on the day from Spearfish Sasquatch. First pitch. That one in there for strike 1. Fastball down the middle. See what he comes back with right here. A 1 pitch. Fly ball towards right field. That is hooking, and that will drop for a base hit into the corner. And getting it is Cruz Taylor. Throw is not going to be in time to Mason Dennison covering second, and that is a 2-out double from Josue Rangel. That is the first hit of the day by the Clark Division other than a home run. How about that stat? So that will bring up Cole Gamble, who is 1 for 3 with the other home run. Solo shot back in the fourth with 2 strikeouts. Parker steps off the mound and gets back on. He sets and delivers. That was in there for strike 1. That pitch also in there for strike 2. Z. Wesley on the deck. Comes the 0-2 pitch to Cole Gamble. And that one in the dirt to the center fielder for Western Nebraska. Makes it 1-2. So Wesley's on deck and Colin Ludwig in the hole. See if Parkhurst can get out of the inning without having to face those 2 hitters. The 1-2 pitch. Outside ball 2. So Parkhurst walked Jake Brown and then got a double play from Zach Peterson. But then right after that, Josue Ronhell got a double. 2-2 pitch. That one misses outside as well for ball 3. Still trying to get Gamble to chase. He does not bite. Fantastic patience from the outfielder from Salt Lake Community College. Three-2 pitch. In there, strike 3 on the outside corner, and that will end the inning as Gamble thought that was ball 4 as he's saying something to the home plate umpire. So that will send us to the bottom of the 8th. Could be the last time we see the Lewis Division All-Stars at the plate. We'll be right back with more All-Star action after the break.
Trinity Health is a nonprofit healthcare system serving northwest and central North Dakota and eastern Montana. With a care hospital in Minot, more than 40 specialties, several rural health clinics, and a long-term facility, Trinity provides a full complement of healthcare services to the region. Since 1922, they have been committed to looking ahead and improving in ways that provide the best, most compassionate care for their patients, families, and communities. Trinity Health, where their mission is, being committed to preserving and improving the quality of health to the people they serve. Know what's below. Call before you dig. Whether you call 811 or use ITIC to file your locate requests, North Dakota One Call makes sure you're able to navigate the One Call process as easy as possible. Whether you're a professional contractor working on a project or a novice homeowner just installing a fence, contact us every time you dig to ensure no underground lines are damaged. It's easy, and it's the law. Dig safe.
New pitcher from the Spearfish Sasquatch is Logan Wensley, also a late add from the Spearfish Sasquatch. Be on the mound for bottom of the 8th. Taking a look at his numbers, record of 2-0, a 2.21 ERA in 14 games. Has 1 save with 20 and third innings, 21 strikeouts, 22 walks, and 12 hits with a 167 whip. He'll be taking on the middle of the order. This will be Connor Van Cleve. Well, it's supposed to be Connor Van Cleve. We'll see if he comes up to play the heart of the order. Connor Van Cleve, Chauncey Callier, and Philip Childs. Looks like there might be some substitutions here. Looks like it'll be Mason Schwellenbach of the Badlands Big Sticks coming up here. Chauncey Callier on deck. And Phil Childs will be in the hole. Schwellenbach, I would say utility is the best way to describe Schwellenbach. He's been all over the place this season. He's been a great asset to the Big Sticks. One of the many reasons this team is in first place in the Lewis Division. Taking a look at his stats this year, batting average of .314 with 30 runs, 49 hits, 12 doubles, 9 home runs, and 27 RBI. First pitch from Wensley. That one slicing, foul out of play. Wensley from the University of Northern Colorado in hometown of Bakersfield, California. That one misses outside for ball one, even the count. One pitch. This is up and away, even got 1-1. Talked to Wensley before the game, asking him about the status of the team, and said there's been a lot of injuries from Spearfish. Some of their best players have also left due to inning count, and understandable that kind of stuff just happens in summer leagues like this. The team was doing so well going into the second half, and since then they're 5-11. Really hope that they can kind of bounce back. As that pitch is in there for strike two, even the count. As of right now, they are currently make that 4 games back of the Fremont move for the second spot in the playoffs. 2-2 pitch from Schwellenbach. 2 Schwellenbach, rather, as that one misses. Schwellenbach goes to Central Methodist, hometown of Saginaw, Michigan. Connor Van Cleve's day is done. He finishes 1 for 4 as that one misses for ball 4. So Lewis Division not done just yet as they continue to lead 6-3. That brings up Chauncey Callier for the 5th time today. Currently over 4 with a stolen base. So Wensley sets. Here's the first pitch from the lefty. Foul back into the screen. Missing Philip Childs by much. Marcelo Terrazas coming back from the bullpen. Might be starting next inning. He was scheduled to start next inning, but instead they went with the pitcher from Pierre, Don Parkhurst. 1 pitch. That one in there for strike 2. Pitch on the lower inside corner. Fans here don't like it, rooting for their hometown hero from Mississippi College. Here's the 0-2. Foul off down the first base side. That will keep it at 0-2. Chauncey Callier and Jason Mapson both going with a mustache look. Jace with a blonde mustache. Chauncey's a little bit darker. Here's the 0-2. Threw that one behind Chauncey Callier. Fastball makes it 1-2. Just a reminder that the SaberDogs' next game will be on the 18th against the Western Nebraska Pioneers in Gearing, Nebraska. It's a 1-2 pitch from Wensley. Swing and a miss. His second strikeout of the day. And now we'll bring up Philip Childs as first we have a mound visit from Jimmy Turk, head coach of the Western Nebraska Pioneers. And they will go with a new pitcher. That will be Landon Odom of the Western Nebraska Pioneers. So we'll send it to a commercial break. We'll be right back at the bottom of the 8th inning after a quick break.
Planet Pizza has become Minot's premier party location. Whether it's a birthday, team, family, school, or church get-together, they have everything to make your event out of this world. From arcade games to bouncy houses, they provide fun for all ages. Planet Pizza has been Minot's best pizza place for over 20 years. Don't let the fun fool you. Their pizza is fresh and delicious every time. To book a party or to order, call 701-852-1700. The Sleep in Minot is the #1 favorite place to stay when visiting. The Wi-Fi is always free and the breakfast is always hot and delicious. It's also the most convenient hotel for the kids when they want to hang out at the Dakota Splashdown Water Park. For the grown-ups, the hotel is attached to the Dakota Square Mall so you can shop till you drop. Then in the evening, be sure and stop in at the best-kept secret lounge for a drink. The Sleep in Minot is a proud sponsor of the Souris Valley SaberDogs, the largest sleep in North America, where everyone dreams better.
Mix 99.9, Minot's variety station. Mix puts our personality and music focus on adult women, whether it's the moms at home or at work, to those that are business owners, or the women who have declared 50 is the new 30. Let Mix go to work for you, playing a variety of music from the 80s, 90s, and today, and can be heard on over 2,000 smart devices all across the country with our iHeartRadio app. From radio to streaming, web, and social media, we've got you covered. We are Mix 99.9, Minot's variety station.
Landon Odom from the Western Nebraska Pioneers, the new pitcher. Take a look at his stats on the year. Record of 1-1, has a 1.33 ERA with 13 games under his belt, 20 1/3 innings with 18 strikeouts, 7 walks, and just 9 hits for a whip of .079. As he will take on Philip Childs of the Sabre Dogs, sitting at 0 for 1 with a walk and a stolen base, as well as a run. So Lewis Division leads the Park Division 6-3 here in the 2019 Expedition League All-Star Game. Jared Sleppy, voice of the Sabre Dogs, coming to you from Minot, North Dakota, at beautiful historic Ford Field. Runner on first is Mason Schwellenbach, reached via a walk. It's over at Schwellenbach. Odom sets. Taking a while here. Now he delivers. Is that one a breaking ball in there for strike 1? Took, I think, 3 or 4 looks over at first base. Schwellenbach is fast, but not quite able to show it off a bunch during the on the base paths. He has 2 stolen bases on the year. The 1 pitch. Now when it's hit towards left center field, and that will be caught. Nice play by Jason Roberson out in center field for out number 2. That brings up Jake Anderson. He is 2 for 3 with a 2 RBI single, as well as a walk and a run. Deep breath from Odom. Now let's go as that one misses. We're down to first, just barely missing Schwellenbach. Odom, a 6'4" right-hander from Oral Roberts University, hometown of Gary, Texas. Oral Roberts in Oklahoma City. Actually, rather Tulsa, my mistake. Tulsa, Oklahoma. 1-0 pitch. Rounded foul down the third base side as that one trickles away from Josue Ronell. Spearfish Sasquatch, starting third baseman for the Park Division All-Stars. I'd like to thank the Expedition League and the Service Valley Sabre Dogs for giving me this opportunity to call this very special occasion. It's been a lot of fun, and I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. Jake Anderson with runner on first. 1-1 count coming up. 2 outs from Landon Odom. Here's the pitch. Grounded foul down the first base side this time. We get 1-2. 6-3 Lewis Division lead as Jake Anderson and the City Hot Shots have 2 more games against the Service Valley Sabre Dogs on July 30th and 31st right here at Corbett Field. Sabre Dogs, like most, have struggled against Jake Anderson this season, batting .371, 19 doubles, second most in the league. Pioneers pitching the best in the league. ERA right at about .320. Some grounded foul down the first base side. Nice play there by Brock Bockham, who's the standing-in first base coach for the Lewis Division All-Stars. So on deck is Lucas Allen of the Wheat City Whiskey Jacks, pitching as of right now. Odom from the stretch. 1-2 pitch. That one's fouled out of the first base side. That one took a weird bounce off of the furthest pillar on the first base side and ricocheted back into the Lewis Division dugout. Here's a 1-2 pitch from Odom. That one is a fly ball towards right field side. That one's hooking. Foul. Into the Lewis Division bullpen. Marcelo Terrazas. Looking like he's getting ready to go. You can always kind of tell when he's kind of ready to pitch. He always kind of just paces around in the dugout, slapping his glove and just talking along with the PA announcer. Trying to keep his nerves under control. 1-2 pitch. That one misses for ball 2 to even the count. Anderson already with a multi-hit day, including a 2 RBI single back in the bottom of the 5th. Two pitch to Anderson. Now misses outside for ball 3. Anderson thought about going at that one, but he holds up. Mason Schwillebach still over there at first, reaching via a walk to lead off the inning. Had a pitching change and a lot of minutes in between that. Here now is the payoff pitch. Runner goes, and that one in there. Strike 3 on the inside corner. And that will end the inning. We'll send it to the top of the 9th, see if the Lewis Division All-Stars can finish this thing up. 4, 5, 6 hitters coming up. You're listening to the 2019 Expedition League All-Star Game presented by Farmers Union Insurance.
El Azteca is authentic Mexican fast food on the go. Their ingredients are always fresh, so you can be sure you'll get the best tacos, burritos, tamales, and more. El Azteca is located at 2035 North Broadway in Minot. Stop in or order online to save time. If you want exclusive coupons and special offers to save more on your next visit, text El Azteca as one word to 21777. El Azteca, the most authentic Mexican food in Minot.
iHeartRadio. We are Northwest North Dakota's #1 country radio station, 97 Kicks FM, playing a wide variety of today's new country to those country favorites reaching back to the 90s. With the award-winning Bobby Bones Show, and a big signal puts your business where it needs to be. We are heard on over 2,000 smart devices across the country with our iHeartRadio app. From radio to streaming, web, and social media, we've got you covered. Our Kicks listeners are current and retired military, farmers and ranchers, working moms, business owners. We are 97 Kicks FM.
105.3 The Fox is Minot's only rock station, playing the active rock of today, reaching your male audience 18 to 52, and getting your message to their ears.
I'm listening.
And 105.3 The Fox can be heard on over 2,000 smart devices across the country. And with our iHeartRadio app, from radio to stream, web, and social media, we've got your bases covered. If you're needing to reach a male audience, we are your radio station.
105.3 The Fox.
Lewis Division All-Stars lead it 6-3. 12 hits from the Lewis Division, just 4 from the Clark Division, and 3 of those 4 being solo home runs, as the new pitcher for the Lewis Division will be number 25, Marcelo Terrazas of the Service Valley SaberDogs. Good to see him come out there. He was scheduled to come in last inning, but he got pushed to the 9th to get the save. Terrazas is 4-0 with a 4.22 ERA. He has pitched in 6 games with 5 starts, 32 innings, 23 strikeouts, 7 walks is a foul ball for strike 1 with 32 walks, and a 122 whip. So Z Wesley leads things off for the Clark. 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch. 2 stolen bases. 1 pitch, breaking ball in there, strike 2. A 2 pitch on a curveball, fly to Cody Kale, second baseman, and cut. Route number 1. So that brings up Joe York of the Spearfish Sasquatch. Take a look at his stats on the year. Played in 40 games with a 325 batting average. First pitch misses for ball 1. It's consistent as all get out with 30 RBI, 40 hits, and 21 runs with 5 doubles. Now misses for 2-0. Joe York from Boise State University. Hometown of Campbell, California. As the lefty watches ball 3 go by him. But Terrazas now working with a 3-0 count. And that one's in there, strike 1. Gets him back in the count. Went out here in the top of the 9th. Lewis Division trying to put things away. Mason Dennison and Cruz Taylor have been in for the whole game. Zal misses outside for ball 4. Carter Van Cleve also has been in the whole game. He's over there first base. As Mason Schwellenbach is just DHing for him, or pinch hitting for him, excuse me. So that will bring up Jason Roberson. 1 for 1 with a single. Here's a ground ball that could end the game. Throw to second, or excuse me, the throw to second is dropped. Oh no, they're going to say that it was on the transfer, so he's still out. Wow, I'm really surprised with that call, as Mason Dennison, I guess, caught it, and then as soon as he was trying to transfer it over to his right hand, it was out of his glove, so Roberson will be safe at first, and York is out at second. That brings up Luke White. White is 0 for 1 on the day. 2 down, runner on first. Now Terrazas stepping off the mound. On the stretch. Here's a pitch. Now in there for strike 1. One pitch, breaking ball hit well towards left field. Back up Phil Childs at the track. He'll have it. And that will end the game. Lewis Division wins. Final score 6-3. So we will be right back with the stats from today's contest. We've been listening to the 2019 Expedition League All-Star Game presented by Farmers Union Insurance.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Final score, Lewis Division All-Stars 6, Clark Division All-Stars 3. To take a look at some of the stats from the hitters tonight, starting with the Clark Division. Leading off was Zach Peterson. He went 2 for 4 with 2 runs, 2 RBI, 2 home runs, and a strikeout. Josue Rangel was 1 for 4 with the double and 2 Ks. Cole Gamble was 1 for 4 with a run, a home run, and 3 strikeouts. Cole Gamble was Z. Wesley was 0 for 3 with a strikeout and 2 stolen bases. Colin Ludwig was 0 for 3, and Joe York didn't have any at-bats but walked. Grant Schmidt was 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Jason Roberson was 1 for 2. Jackson Collins was 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Luke White was 0 for 2. Cole Kaler was 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Robert Anthony Cruz was 0 for 2. Brad Polinsky was 0 for 2, and Jake Brown had a walk. As for the Lewis Division All-Stars, leading off with Mason Dennison, he went 0 for 4 with a run, a strikeout, and a stolen base. Cruz Taylor was 2 for 4 with a run, a 2 RBI, a triple, and a strikeout. Bryson Ford was 3 for 4 with an RBI. Connor Van Cleve was 1 for 4 with a run and a strikeout. Mason Schwellenbach had a plate appearance but walked. Chauncey Collier was 0 for 5 with 2 Ks and a steal. Kaimana Souza Pale was 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Phil Childs 0 for 2 with a run and a stolen base. Jake Anderson was 2 for 4 with a run, 2 RBI, and 2 strikeouts. Rob Meidel was 1 for 3 with a strikeout, and Lucas Allen was 1 for 1 with a run. Nathan Sanders was 0 for 2, and Cody Kale was 1 for 1 with an RBI. The Lewis Division pitchers in order: Bradley Spooner, Malik Burlington, Jackson Back, Dallas Bryan, Jeremiah Maxfield, Hunter Omlid, Landon Cody, Dom Parkhurst, and Marcelo Terrazas. As for the Clark Division, Ty Bothwell got the start, Trey Kissick, Nick Roach, Josh Robbins, Matt Hess, Andre Stoyanel, Doc Holliday, Dylan High, Logan Wensley, and Landon Odom, all pitching for the Clark Division. So that's going to do it here from Corbett Field for the 2019 Expedition League All-Star Game. This is Jared Sleppy, the voice of the Service Valley SaberDogs. So tomorrow will be off, and then the league will get back underway on Thursday with 4 games: Fremont at Hastings, Spearfish at Hub City, Service Valley at Western Nebraska, and then Casper Wheat City, with the series between Pierre and Badlands starting on July 19th. So once again, we're going to sign off here from Corbett Field in Minot, North Dakota. This is Jared Sleppy alongside producer Scott Kopaz. We're going to sign off. Thanks for listening, everybody. Have a great rest of your night.